Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Knowledge and Relationships. This is your boy M3, and as always, the person that's always on time is First Lady Tammy. What's up, First Lady Tammy?
I feel like my theme song. You know that song by Ashanti.
Yeah,
always on time.
on time.
I feel like that should be my theme song.
Man, I heard that. Hold on, let me
Right
make sure I got my audio working too. There we go. Gotta make sure I got the right mic settings. But yeah, other than that, it's always good to have you on board as always. Ooh, I feel like I'm about to sneeze, but anyways, tonight's topic is going to be a double topic. You know, this is a celebration of our very first 600 subs. Yeah, I don't have the sound bits ready, but it's okay.
Don't play, because I'll get it. Hold on.
Oh, okay, Tammy, I got you.
I'm gonna get it. Hold on.
All right. Next time I should have my sound bits ready in the future, but go ahead, Tammy. I'll wait for you. We got DJ Tammy in the house. That's what it. That's what we'll call you for tonight.
I try to be DJ.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, ready?
Mm-hmm. All right. Celebration 600 subs. Yeah.
Yes.
And you know what? We couldn't make it without everyone in this chat, everyone supporting us, our friends and our family, and the people who took the time to provide their volunteer services. I just want to give you, ladies and gentlemen, a farewell. Well, not farewell, but a nice salute. And, before we get to the questions, I got to highlight some of these comments that was already chatted before the live stream. Shout outs to Marion. She says, congratulations, hashtag knowledge and relationships. We're celebrating 600 plus subscribers. Thank you, everyone, for your support. Virtual hug. And then we also have the Bloomin' Ebony. She says, yay, 600 subs. Congrats. Thank you so much. And then we have Kennard who says, okay. And as always, people who's turning in, get the likes up. All right. K-Mare also says, with the elbow bump, welcome to the podcast, Kennard. And she says, welcome to First Lady Tammy with endearing flowers and all. And then we have Big Bad Bull who says, knowledge and relationships. Congrats on the 600 subs. Here's the support with the like and view. Love what you are doing. Great work. Thank you so much, my brother. That is beautiful. Thank you. And stay tuned because tomorrow we do have a special that's coming. And that's going to be 5 o'clock Pacific time, 6 o'clock, or is it 7 o'clock Central time?
I think wait, what time is it? Our time?
Our time. So it'll be tomorrow, 5 o'clock Pacific time.
Yes, I think that's 7 Central.
And then 8 Eastern. And then also, too, for a public service announcement, this week would probably be the last week for us to stream for now at 6 o'clock Pacific time. We will be, going back to, streaming at a later time, which will be 8 o'clock Pacific time 10 o'clock Central Time, and I believe 11 Eastern Time. Most of you guys are now night owls anyway, so that's pretty good. Anyways,
Yeah,
though,
and if they ain't a night owl, they can catch the replay.
exactly. And we have more stuff that's coming up soon, but you can't give everything away, right?
Mhm.
So the title is Can Men and Women Be Friends? And the second title would be Old Heads Need to Let It Go.
Hmm.
So let's start off with the first question, Tammy, before the rest of our crew gets here. Can men and women have a platonic relationship? And for the ones who probably don't know what platonic is, Tim, you're a teacher. You feel free to explain it to the viewers.
So I ain't got a dictionary in front of me, but um, I mean Eminem, so don't mind me. Platonic means that men and women, they're friends. They're not having sex. They're just strictly friends, and that is all they are.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no physical anything. There's no kissing, none of that. They might hug, but that's the extent of the physical stuff. So there's no sex, there's no kissing, there's no any of that kind of stuff. That's my understanding of a platonic relationship. So
Okay. Yeah. Basically, you just have your boundaries. You're not really the woman that you're talking to, or the man that you're talking to. You're not really engaging in a lustful desire. Like your intentions is just pretty much innocent, and you see that person just as a friend,
yep,
as the Mario song, and they
yep.
say she's just a friend, you know. K Man says thank you, Big Bad Bull. So that's what it is, you know, and chat. Feel free to comment, share your thoughts as well too. But definitely, please, as always, take the
Get the
time to
lights
get the
up.
likes up. Let's see. K Man says non-romantic, human attraction, good company appreciates good company. Yeah, that's right. But
Sorry.
you,
How many male friends does Kay Marion have? Let me ask that. Does she have a lot of male friends?
wait, say again. You
Does she
said
have
the,
a lot of male friends?
I'll let her answer that.
Do you have a lot of female friends?
Absolutely. You know, and so man, I can't even count. Aren't you one of them?
I am. I am.
Mm-hmm. What about you, Tammy? You got like a lot of male friends?
I mean, I wouldn't say I have a lot. I mean, just friends in general, I don't have a lot anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the male friends I have, um, yeah, we're platonic. There's no anything, and with me, if once I see you as a friend, that's all I ever see you as. So I
Mm-hmm.
never see somebody as more than a friend. I just don't. Um,
Right.
which is interesting because they say, that relationships, if you start out as friends, then it can be great, which can be true. But for me, once I see you as a friend, I'm not going to see you as anything more than that. So I will not look at you as more than that. And even if you're someone who's attractive, if I see you as a friend, I see you as a friend. So there is nothing beyond that. I don't have that feeling of anything other than that. So
Yeah.
I think men and women can definitely be friends. Um, I feel like it takes maturity on both sides in order for that to be a productive friendship. And it takes honesty on both sides in order for it to be a productive friendship. So, so yeah, so I think that's the main thing. In order for it to work, both people have to be honest and have to be mature about it. If you're not, then I don't think it's going to work. But I mean, I definitely think it's very, very possible. Men and women do it all the time. So yeah, I definitely think they can have a platonic relationship.
Yeah. What's up, Dom? How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm still having this issue with my phone and the speaker thingy.
That was
Oh.
fine to me.
But I can't get in through my iPad. I need to copy the linky thing and copy and paste it. Hold on.
Wait, what are you talking about with the iPad? Oh, okay.
7.
All right, we'll give her some time, and then let me see. Let me read the comments. Atlanta Thrasher. He says friend zone for the win.
Yeah.
I heard that, buddy.
Yeah.
And then K-Man says any male friends are family friends, and I relate only in groups, not one-on-one, even at work, but to each their own. Mm-hmm. To each is their own. Um, you know, I believe that men. Oh, I forgot it. Sorry, Don. I believe that men and women can have a platonic relationship,
Mhm.
but here's the thing, right? Okay, realistically, if the person that you find that's not really, even they're somewhat attractive, right?
Mhm.
Attractive. Um, if you have a strong will and you have boundaries, like I could see like the relationship being platonic because you already have somebody. You know, you're not trying to cross that line. It could be a co-worker. So you definitely don't want to cross that line between you and a co-worker
Mhm.
because if you know shit hits the fan, then your whole business is out there at work.
Mhm.
And I don't think nobody wants their personal business out there like that. Which that's why a lot of people wouldn't really date their coworkers, but they'd rather keep them around for good company. Um, you know, I feel like a lot of times society kind of put too much pressure on it, and they'll say, "Oh, you're hanging out with a woman who she's attractive looking. Oh, you must be in the friend zone, or
Mm.
she must not like you like that, you
Mhm.
know." Or for the other side, oh, girl, like he fine or whatever, right? Like I know y'all doing something. Y'all must have a secret relationship, and if not, they're gonna be like, oh, is he like the G to the Y?
Okay, I have
So,
a question. I have
mhm.
a question. Do you consider it platonic friends if they have done something in the past, but that attraction or feeling is no longer there and they remain friends?
So you mean like if I had like sexual relations with them in the past, and
Yeah.
then we become friends?
Yeah. And where when you're friends, you strictly are friends. There's no any of that going on, nothing like that. Would you say that those people are platonic friends? Because they're
Well,
not doing anything,
mhm,
they're not doing
mhm.
anything anymore at all. They
Well,
are
yeah.
strictly just friends. And the only difference between them and someone you were always platonic friends is that at one point you did and you
Hmm.
don't do that. And I mean, it could be years, years, years after, and there's still none of that going on. Would you say that those people are platonic friends, even though in the past they've done something?
Yeah, they could get like, and here's the thing: people will probably call it the demotion, from sexual
Yeah.
relationships to just like non like strictly dickly or whatever. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, I would just say from experience and just with other folks or whatever. I mean, people have had like sexual encounters with their
Mm-hmm.
friends. You know, I'm old school, so I know like in this generation, it's kind of like a put down like when you keep a woman in the friend zone, or if a woman or vice versa, when you guys both parties keep each other in friend zone,
Mm-hmm.
they look at it like it's kind of awkward. But for me growing up, having women in the friend zone was a major benefit, for all of us. Because, sometimes like, like that song says, like that sexual healing, right? Like
Mm-hmm.
the Jada and August Ostina.
Oh, so real quick, I'm gonna turn my video off because
Mhm.
I want to eat these M&Ms, but no, I don't want to keep doing it on camera. So I'm gonna turn my video off, but I'm still here.
No problem. But the main thing is that like, okay, as friends, like with benefits, that's what we used to call them.
Right.
And we still had the relationship, the friendship, and I feel like it was more better that way. Anyways, you keep the friendship. You ain't got to worry about seeing this person 24/7, like nagging your ear or whatever. You ain't got to stay committed. And then if you needed any, saving, I'll just say it like that, then the person will come to your aid because that's what friends are for.
Well, and then part of the reason I asked is because there are some guy friends I have that we have in the past.
Mm-hmm.
There's some stuff, but it's been years. I'm talking like 9, 10 years, and there's nothing else going on like that, and we're still just hella cool. Still hella cool.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with that,
Right.
In my opinion, if it was like 9, 10 years or whatever type of years, and you guys reconnected, I mean, people mature over time.
Right.
So after a while, it's like, okay, we had history, but I don't see myself like, becoming like your life partner.
Oh, for sure not.
The other route is that we just remain friends because
Right.
there was still like attachment and some type of mental stimulation or connection. And
No,
honestly,
no, it's not.
you said no, it's not.
You mean because we're friends?
I mean, if you think about this, right? You're not having a physical connection, so it's either like a mental, I guess spiritual, yeah, or emotional. One of those tied into it that builds the foundation of your friendship.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And it doesn't always have to be anything sexual. I gotta give a shout out to Atlanta Thrasher, and I gotta shout out to Miss Mary. Thank you everyone for tuning in to Knowledge and Relationships. Thank you everyone for giving a thumbs up, the likes. So I just want to say you all are very appreciated. So yeah, that's my take on it. Dom, how you doing tonight? Is your connection working?
I'm doing good. Yes. I mean, it's a little bit louder, but I just gotta wait till I get my headphones back.
Okay. Are you at work right now?
Yeah, at work. Doing
And,
embroidery, making a rainbow that says "Be happy."
okay.
Hi, Tammy.
Hi. Hi.
I can't wait to see you.
Aw.
Hey.
I love Dom's greeting when she comes in. Hi. I love that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna answer the first question. Can men and women be platonic friends? Okay, so I'm gonna say yes, but
Thank you, Danielle.
yes, but I mean, there's always gonna be a healthy amount of flirting when you put men and women in the same room. Like, even if they're not like attracted to each other or don't even like each other, like it's just natural. It's gonna happen. So I think, yeah, men and women can be friends, but they're just gonna be a little closer than, some people might like. I don't know. Unless it's like a brother sister thing. Like if it's like they have to have like no attraction, like completely 100% complete no attraction in order for it to like really be no flirty, no nothing, no, you know. But yeah, you could be friends with guys and like cuddle and like spend the night and I think not, do anything with them and hang out the next day. But somebody likes somebody.
Right.
Yeah, unless y'all both have no attraction, usually somebody likes somebody when it's like, that close of a relationship where you're like hanging out every day.
Right. We have somebody that does not really agree to that. According to like James Edwards, he's like, nope. Okay.
That's probably because he ain't got no women friends. He ain't trying to have sex with.
I know he got some more stuff to say, but let's see. Miss Mary says, let's see, shout outs. Let's see. Talk about Queen Dunn.
Oh, okay. Hi, Mrs. M3.
And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Help us to get to 1,000 subs. Okay? Not just 100, but 1,000.
No.
There's an echo
coming. He said even without attraction, it will still be something. That's not true. That's not true.
Should I hit the note button?
Yeah, you can hit the note button because that's not true.
Wait, really quick. Hi, my friend, Miss Married. Hi. All right, I just wanted to say that real quick.
I just love the way how you say hi. I bet you your boyfriend, like, well, I'm not gonna get too explicit, but I know your boyfriend probably like, hey Dom, just whisper in my ear and say, no matter, hold on, I gotta put the day music real quick, right? Hey Dom, just whisper in my ear and say, hi.
Oh my god.
That's the way.
I'm gonna tell him that you said that.
Okay, we have that instinct brain. Is innate.
Instinctive.
Okay. He says, that's Game Message. Come to the panel. Please share your thoughts. They're trying to have sex with me. Okay.
At least he's being honest.
Right? He's like, get off.
At least you think he's being honest.
Wow.
I'm just saying, it can't always be them. It cannot possibly be that every single time is the woman that want to have sex with him. Come on now. Let's keep it real.
Well, he got something to say to you, but I want to read in just a minute. He says, hi, my friend. So happy to see you. And Danielle, sorry, Dominique. I'm sorry, I keep calling you Danielle. Dominique. That high was amazing. Can I get another one for Miss Mary? Oh man. I know they like my imitation highs, right?
Yes.
Hold on, just for Danique, right? Just because I keep pronouncing her name wrong, I'm gonna do it one time for the one time for you and Miss Mary, right? All right, daily music again. Yeah, so Dawn, I need you to say that magic word that makes me tingle.
No, I can't see.
I almost choked on my teeth.
I can't see.
I almost choked on my teeth.
I'm a little too high for this conversation.
Dom, it would be nice to see your face. I know you're at
I'm
work.
at work.
I know, but can you do it for one time for our supporters?
For the
they
birthday.
gotta know that you're not a bot.
Look, you guys can see what I'm doing. Look, you can. Wait, where's the cam?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm doing embroidery. So you just pull
Who's
through.
that for?
Just for myself. I just wanted to practice because my uncle is having a baby soon, and I want to make stuff or whatever, embroider little onesies and put stuff on my shirt, and so yeah, I'm practicing. So everyone, be happy, okay?
This tea is all
Be
cap.
happy.
What the hell?
He's talking. No, he's talking to you. Like, because they can't see your name real quick. Hold on. That's why he's talking about you, Tammy.
I'm all cap. Don't be mad at me because I'm being honest and you not. Don't be mad. Don't be mad because what you saying is big cap. Don't go there.
Relax. Where's the there we go. Let me. Yeah, so that's First Lady Tammy. She'll come out real soon after she's done snacking. Dom, you have a lot of feedback at the end. I'm just gonna mute you real quick, okay?
Oh, sorry.
Okay, you're good. Yeah, there we go. So, that's First Lady Tammy. Tammy, Poetic Justice Tammy, the lady with many names. And then we have the Queen Dom. All right, let me see. Where I left it. Oh, he says, right, because women don't want to have sex with men. Who says it all
Nobody
the time?
said that. Nobody said women don't want to have sex with men. For you to say that they all want to have sex with you, I mean, I'm sorry. That every single woman that you supposedly are trying to be friends with, every single one, and you never once wanted to have sex with one of them? Come on now.
Yeah.
That's like saying that's the reason why y'all can't be friends, because every single one want to have sex with you. And you never wanted to have sex with them. It was all them. Come on now.
Hey, he might be a Casanova, Tammy. You never know.
Even
he
if
might
he's
be a high value man.
Yeah, okay. Even a high value man, there's women that don't want one.
All right.
Well, just saying.
Listen, if you are of a certain age and you are still single, Do not call yourself high valued no, I mean call yourself what you want, believe in yourself, self-love, whatever, but we don't care. Okay, if you're still single, stop getting on the internet yelling about how women need to do this and women need to do that and women need to act like this, and if you ain't act like this, I don't want you. Don't nobody want you. Thank you. That was
Man,
it.
okay.
And
Damn.
shout out to the single ladies just out there living life and being beautiful. That's it.
Speaking of the single ladies, we're gonna have ladies' night this Saturday. Don't worry, the topic will be coming soon. Okay. Shout outs to The Truth Is Never Favored. Shout outs to the brother, man. He's always here supporting. Definitely appreciate you. Let's see. So women don't want to have sex with men? Mm-hmm. Let's see. Okay. It's like you're here. And he says you're not honest.
I'm very honest.
Hell says all.
Okay, so maybe I read that comment wrong, but he said that they want to have sex with him. Isn't that what he said?
Who said?
Isn't that what he said? Did he not say that, or did he not say
want
that?
to have sex with him?
Yeah, somebody wanted to have sex with him. I remember that part.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying, is that by you saying they want to have sex with you, I mean, that's like saying that that's the reason why y'all can't be friends. That's why you don't have women friends. That's what you said. You said that they want to have sex with you. Okay, so that's the reason why y'all can't be platonic friends, because they want to have sex with you? I mean, you must want to have, and so are you saying that the reason why you can't is because women want to have sex? That's what I get from what you said. Okay, even if you didn't say all, you said they want to have sex with you. So you have no women friends that don't want to have sex with you. Because you say that it's not possible. Because you said it's not possible. They want to have sex with you. So the understanding from that is, well, it's not possible because they want to have sex with me. Okay. Well, what about the ones that don't want to have sex with you? It's not possible for the ones that don't want to have sex with you. You ain't said nothing about that. So what you got to say about that?
Yeah, get him, Tammy. Get him.
I know. I'm just saying. It's like, that's the only reason he gave. That's the reason he gave. That is the reason he gave. Okay, let's even take what you said. They want to have sex with you. Okay, that's possible. They want to have sex. What about the ones that don't? Because that's the only other thing, is that there's some that do and some that don't. So what about the ones that don't? Or is it that that's the reason why you cannot be platonic friends, because they want to have sex with you? So,
James Edwards, if you're able to cam up, or if you're able to hop on a live stream, please hop on a live stream to give your opinion, so you just let Tammy know and correct her, if you feel like she needs a correction.
So you're in a relationship.
I don't have women friends.
He says, I don't have women friends that I or her don't want to have sex with. So they interpret that, what I interpret that is saying that you're in a relationship with a woman and you can't have women friends unless you and her are going to have. Okay. So, okay.
Which it brings the topic to number 2, is friends with benefits the new wave?
No.
I wouldn't even really say the new wave, though. I saw that question.
I wouldn't say that's new. That's been around for a very long time.
Yeah. Whoever wrote that, I don't know. I had to say, that's old school. Like, I miss the friends with benefits.
Well, they have movies about it.
Yeah, they do.
From when I was like a teenager and a kid.
Yeah. I felt like it was more, I don't know, I feel like it was just more healthier that way, as opposed to I can't deal with you. I can't be your friend because you're a woman, and I can't be your friend because you're a guy,
So James Edwards said men and women can't be friends. Okay, so what we'll say is that's his opinion. Well, we'll leave it at that's his opinion, because in his experience, because that's what our opinions are based on, our own personal experience, men and women can't be friends. That's based on his experience. I have a different experience, so I have a different opinion. But in his mind, in his opinion, because of what he's experienced, men and women can't be friends. So I'll say that, okay, you must be being honest and based on your own personal experience. So that's what your opinion is based on.
Yeah, it's based on his experience, because he is a high value man, Tammy. You know,
Okay,
if you
so
ever
you
become a
said,
high value man,
so
then
you
you'll
said,
be able to
agree.
understand.
So you
And
said,
that's also your opinions. Yes, yes.
absolutely,
All right.
absolutely, my opinion, absolutely,
So
yes,
let's get to the
absolutely.
number 3, right? Let's not
Wait,
drift off, okay?
can I
Number,
say something really quick before we get to number three? To be
yeah.
honest, if you have a cute friend, okay, because I have cute friends, there's no way you can have cute friends and not flirt with them. Okay, it's hard not to flirt with your cute female friends. So if you have a cute male friend or you are a male with a cute female friend, y'all probably can't really be friends. Like y'all shouldn't be hanging out alone. Like I'm gonna just be honest. Don't be hanging out alone. But if your friend is ugly, hang out with them all day.
No,
Oh hell no.
I have cute friends.
No, I disagree on that one.
No, I'm
No.
just saying, like, I have cute friends that we are strictly friends and we don't do any of that flirting stuff. I have friends like that. So
No, when you both find each other sexually attractive, Tammy,
no,
it doesn't. I don't know.
no. Okay,
I
so
can't agree with
I
that.
will agree. I will agree with you, Doc. If you both see each other that way, yes. But that's the thing is that I feel like you can have friends that I have friends I would say are not ugly, but I'm just not attracted to them in that way. But they're not an ugly person.
Right. See, but if you're
So
attracted to them in that way, even
yeah,
if you just want to be friends, like you could be
Mm.
like, that's not somebody I would date. Like they, wouldn't be the perfect relationship for me, like all
yeah,
that stuff. But if they're attractive, like eventually, like that hanging out, let's have a drink
Hmm.
together, let's sit on the
hmm
couch and just like watch movies, that's not gonna last too long,
yeah,
Tammy. If
yeah,
y'all,
no, yeah. So I can agree
so
with
you gotta
that.
get ugly,
If there
ugly
is
friends.
that attraction there, yes.
Yeah.
If it's not, then you are right. So yeah, I can agree with that.
Okay, let's just be honest with ourselves, right? Okay, for me, matter of fact, I'm gonna speak on my behalf, right? And I know people are feeling this, but they're not gonna be honest, right? I'm not gonna hang out with no ugly friends. I don't even have ugly friends to begin with. Okay, especially if I've surrounded myself around with female friends or associates, I can't even stomach to even talk to an ugly duckling. You know, and the reason why I'm saying that is because by human nature, it's like it's one thing. Okay, you're not really attracted to that person, but you could at least like look at the person's face and actually have a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But if that person is just like to you, like you're gonna be ready to go away. I don't care if it's like the sweetest person or whatever. You'll be nice, but you're not gonna like try to waste your time being someone's friend if you don't have somewhat of a small type of attraction. Excuse me. So, and that goes the same way for women too. They're not gonna just be wasting their time like talking to a bunch of like ugly dudes or whatever. They're gonna talk to somebody that at least meet the minimum qualifications of attraction. Whether if they place them in the friend zone or place them in the Tyrone, the Rodney, or whatever type of zone, you know. And K-Man says every attraction though has potential. And yes, the flirting starts and more. People sleep with who they are not attractive to all the time. People sleep who they're not attracted to all the time. Me, in my opinion, I feel like if you're sleeping with someone, you gotta find that person somewhat attractive. I mean, you're not gonna sleep with, a person that you kind of find ugly. I hope not. But I digress. Yep, I agree with Don. I'm not a high value man. And then he says, dropping a real quick. Sorry, dropping like real quick. Keep getting in. Thank you so much for tuning in. All right. Yeah, a little attraction. Yeah, you see, at least like meet the minimum requirements.
The minimum requirements.
Hmm.
Right. And you
So,
don't have to
mhm.
be attracted to them like physically. Like you could look at them and be like, I don't really like them, but then their personality or their whatever, and the next thing you know it, you laughing and joking and having a drink and you taking it too far. Attraction comes in many different forms.
remember, ooh, what the hell? Remember back then, like when the party line existed
I
and
remember
people
that.
call, yeah, people used to call on telephone like, yeah, girl, like I'm loving. I can't wait to hear you again. Like, when can I see you? Sometime like your voice is just so like sexy or whatever. Or
You know
just like
what?
the way how you say hi or whatever. And you'll
I
be
got
in
lost track.
tune, mentally in
So,
tune.
so you
So you
know
see
what's
that
so
person.
funny? You know what's so funny about the party line? So when I used to
Yeah.
get on when I was younger, I didn't really understand how it worked. So people would send me messages, and I would never check the messages. I would continue to read their messages and never check the messages they sent me. Yeah, it was hilarious because I didn't understand how it worked, but I was on it. But I was probably too young to be on it. So,
Right. I hear you.
no way. It would always say if you're under 18, hang up now, and then you don't hang up. You could just keep going. So they never checked to see if you're actually over 18 or not.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And James says, yes, attraction comes in many different forms. Yes, definitely agree to that. And K-Man says true. Yeah, everybody, thank you for tuning in. Get the likes up, everyone, and subscribe to help us to get to 1,000 subs. So we are in the celebration of 600 plus subs. So definitely congrats to us. Definitely happy about that. And let me go ahead and jump into the next question, which will be, in your experience with being friends with the opposite sex, how has that experience been? With your experience being friends with the opposite sex, how's that experience has been? Okay. Tammy, you want to answer that?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's been fine. I mean, I have guy friends who we are strictly friends. There hasn't been no anything. We talk to each other on the phone, see how each other is doing. But it's not like an all the time. It's not like a consistent like every day or every week kind of thing. It's more of like every now and then we'll just call to see how each other is doing. And sometimes like we'll get together with like a group of friends. I mean, I'll get together with them, just him and I, and we'll go bowling or something like that. And it's just a cool time. There is no anything. So I would say on my end, there is no anything. I don't know about the other person, but on my end, that's not there. And then I also, like I said earlier, I have guys who I'm friends with that we have done some things in the past, but it's been years, like 8, 9, 10 years since then. And there hasn't been anything since then. And we're just real cool friends. And same thing, we check in to see how each other is doing. Sometimes we go out and do things, but that's why I say on my end, that's not there. I no longer see them in that way. I no longer have that attraction to them. And that's not to say that they're not an attractive person, because they are. They're not ugly, but I just don't have that attraction to them anymore. So for me, I can be platonic friends with somebody, and it really is platonic friends, nothing more than that. But but I don't know. I feel like I have the kind of platonic friends where they respect the fact that we're just friends, and they don't cross that boundary because they know I don't want them to cross that boundary, so they respect that, and they don't push anything. They don't try anything or anything like that. So I appreciate the fact that it's respected. So I mean, like I said, I don't know on their end if it's that they are attracted and it's like, oh well, Tammy ain't really feeling me like that. So but I mean, so yeah, so like I said, for me it's been fine. I haven't had any issues. I've never had a platonic friend that I had to say, okay, hold on a second, like that's not gonna happen. We're not gonna do that. I've never had to do that. And I appreciate that, because then it's a matter of that they were in the friend zone and they try to creep out of that friend zone, and I had to put them back in. So that's never been an issue. So yeah.
All right, Tammy, thank you. Oh, we got a welcome to Mr. If You Know, Now You Know.
Yeah.
Again, if you know, now
what's
you
going
know.
on. Mr. If you know what's going on, y'all. 100 watts, baby. I definitely got to bring in my homie, and definitely got to welcome Mr. 100 watts. 100 watts, how's it
What's
going,
up, my
brother?
brother, man? Hold on, let me let's see all the people that's cammed up. Put them to the top. Want to watch? Like, let's see. Is your mic on? You're muted.
You got you. You hear me now? You hear me now?
Yeah. Good.
Yes, sir.
What's good, party people? What's up, man? What's
What
up?
up, Hunter Watts,
What's up, man?
Yo, Hunter Watts been putting the work in, man. He's been doing a lot of great work. Please like and subscribe his channel. Hunter Watts, can you drop the name of your channel real quick, please?
I'm trying to catch up with y'all, man. You feel me? I'm trying to catch up with y'all. Yeah. But y'all go to YouTube, search for Nest Visions, man. Y'all gotta rock with me, man. Y'all got to.
And don't forget to drop your content in the chat, in the live chat, man. Drop it in the live chat so people can see it.
That's what I'm gonna
And listen, I'm gonna give a shout out to everybody real quick in the comments, real quick, before I even say anything. Shout out to James Edwards. Shout out to Marion.
Wait, hold
on, DJ. Hold on.
What's up, DJ?
Hold on. Shout out to James Edwards. Shout out to K Marion. Shout out to Story to Tell. Shout out to Access Entertainment, Grizz. What's going on, Grizz and Pharaoh?
Oh, you in there
salute
too?
to them.
Let's see.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I see Access Entertainment, Grizz and Pharaoh up in here. I see them. Big Bad Bull, I see you was up in here. Truth, what's good, bro? Who else was up in here? You know what I mean? Dominique, what's going on, bro? You know what I mean? Also, shout out to Gator Girl, wherever you at. Shout out Gator Girl. And also, I don't know where Atlanta Thrash is at.
For donations to be given Gator Girl in the past, so we appreciate it.
Yeah, and a shout out to Atlanta Thrasher as well, wherever he at, man. Yes. And also, we got to bring in our music coordinator, DJ.
Yeah. What's going on? What is going on? Let's get to it.
All right.
About it.
Okay, so real quick, right? Since we have 100 Watts in here, right? I want him to go first real quick to answer like the number 3 question, and then I'm gonna definitely get to you guys. Okay,
number 3. Hit me with it. Let me see.
All right, let me see. Can somebody highlight number 3? Oh, you know what, I got it, because you know what, it's like
while you pulling it up, I want to say real men wear fanny packs
like The Rock, huh?
Right.
I just got the argument.
All right, hold on. Let me go ahead and share this real quick. So go ahead to follow like 100 Watts is like YouTube channel. Oh, you know, hold on for a second.
The English language. In your experience with being friends with the opposite sex, how has that experience been? Fine with me. I haven't had any problems with it.
Yeah.
Look, man, it's just like I think this is why I say it's fine with me. Mm-hmm. Because anybody that any female I've had around that I'm really
hey, mute yourself, Chris. Sorry about that.
No, you go here. Any female that's been around me that I'm trying to be with, she know I'm trying to be with her. Mm-hmm. Any female that I've been around that I'm not trying to be with, she know I'm not trying to be with her. She know, hey yo, we homies, we gonna kick it, we gonna have fun. We might like the same sports team, something like that. Women like watching football too, and I like laughing at them when they watch football, just like they like laughing at me. I talk at the TV; it's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? If you got a nice show on Netflix you like watching with a young lady, y'all can sit there and talk trash together. Like, girl, you better not go in that room. You better not go in that room. I ain't had that kind of problem.
Man. Shout out to Mr. Access Entertainment. We see you in the building. What's going on, brother?
What's happening with you, bro?
What's happening?
We just released our 16th episode.
Hey, congratulations. Yeah.
Wait, hold on, real quick, guys. Hey, sorry, Grizz, right? You have like a loud echo on your end. I need you to fix that before you start talking, okay? Let's try again. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Mr. Access Entertainment. Yeah, just fix your echo real quick, okay?
M3, if he's talking, everybody got to mute themselves.
What about now? What about now?
MC?
Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
He's good. You got to be muted. He's good though.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all, because we want to make sure we keep the pace real quick. No. You have an echo, Mister. You do have a slight echo on your end as well too. Just make sure you guys fix that.
When other people are talking, so we just got to go on mute. He'll talk. Yeah. And then we'll go ahead.
Can I say something real quick?
Sure.
I read James Edward comment saying that that they like me and I don't. That comment that was so that's the thing, is that I don't know, because it's never been stated to me that they did like me. They've never made any type of moves to let me know that they like me. So I can't say, yeah, it was that they liked me and I didn't. I can't say that, because like I said, there was never anything said, never anything done that would have indicated that that was the case.
He said it was a question.
So that was a question. So, okay. So like I said, I don't know. On my end, there was never a like to them like that. On their end, as far as them and I, there was never anything said that they liked me like that. There was never anything done. And like I said, they respected the fact that I didn't like them in that way. So it is a possibility that, yeah, they did. But then when they seen I didn't like them in that way, they decided not to push it and respected it. So that is a possibility. But like I said, I don't know. So I still have some guy friends. I could easily ask them, like, so, but I'm not gonna do all that. But yeah, like I said, I don't know.
I got you though.
Hold on,
give a salute to Uncut with Daryl Long. Definitely thank you for tuning into the chat.
Yeah. Please like and subscribe to the channel Uncut with Daryl Long. Daryl, if you can, please put the link to your YouTube in the private chat so we can, not a private chat, but in the live chat so we can all see it. Shout out to Mrs. Married as well. Shout out to her as well. Thank you for Mrs. Married for jumping on. Salute to you, sister. So Grizz, I'm gonna have you go next, and then we're gonna go to Damo, then I'm gonna go to me, and then we can go to everybody else after that.
All right. And let's try not to be long-winded, guys, okay? Since we have more people in here. But go ahead, Grizz. Let's see if your mic is working.
Mic check.
All right, perfect. Thank you.
So the question of can men be friends with women, right? I have a lot of female friends because of what I do with photography and film, and like that line has never been crossed. We hang out, had brunch, had lunch, whatever, and like we know our boundaries. We just we just keep it 100 with each other, so like that. But as far as I feel like men can be friends with women as long as you know what line not to cross.
All right, hold on. All right, thank you, Grizz. Yeah, you definitely want to just make sure you keep your boundaries, especially if you're with someone, and even if like you're doing business relationships, you never want to cross that line. Let me see. James says, okay, a lot of guys hang around hoping that the opportunity that she may change her mind. Yes, that is definitely a factor on that part too. Okay, people believe that if you wait, patience will come and it will happen.
That means you have no game.
But exactly. We're going to have Tammy respond to that comment, but let Damo go first, and then I want to hear Tammy's response to James' comment. But Damo, go ahead.
Hello. Hi. Okay, so this question. As I always say, like, I don't like hanging around females as much usually, except for like gay females. So I'm usually around guys most of the time. At least I used to be. There's a reason why I used to be. It's because I have friends that like I would never cross that line with, just because like I don't know, either just because I'm just don't have that feeling for them. Like it's people that I just will never ever, no matter what, it doesn't matter, will ever have that feeling for. But I'm a very flirty person. I'm a very affectionate person. I'm a very huggy person, kissy person. Like even like my boyfriend's friend, like his best friend, we're very like close. Like we're very huggy. If he smells good, I'm like, you smell good. So I always have an issue, which is why I stay away from people now. And it's not even just the opposite sex, men, women, it doesn't matter. So I just, I'm very friendly, and that gets me into trouble all of the time, most of the time, yeah. So that's all I'm gonna say.
All right, thank you, Don. Oh man, all right, so let me get down to the next. Hold on, let me.
Am I supposed to be answering the question?
Oh yeah, did you answer? Sorry, did you answer the question already, Tammy, or you did not?
Well, the question was there a question? Because
Well, no, James made a comment. James just made a comment about what she said.
I mean, it's a possibility. I don't know, because I'm not a guy, so I can't really. I don't know. I mean, I think it's a possibility that the guys will hang out, hoping that she changed her mind. To be perfectly honest, if you hanging out and it's been, a year, 2 years, 3, and you still hanging out waiting for that, yeah, you stupid. Like, I'm sorry, you stupid. Like, if she ain't came out and told you in that year, 2 years, 3 years, that she wants more than just a friendship, and you still hanging out waiting for her to change her mind, boy, you better go find you somebody that wants you, instead of somebody that got you on a string on the sidelines. No. Mm-mm. I'm
Do you
sorry.
feel like
If she tells you she doesn't like you like that, and you hanging around hoping that, I hope she changed her mind. I mean, and time's going by, and she still ain't changed her mind. Well, why would you want to do that? Go find you somebody that actually wants to be with you. Why would you want to sit there and wait around for somebody to finally figure out that they want you? Go find someone that actually wants to be with you. I'm sorry, that's a waste of time. Don't do that, because you end up getting your feelings hurt. That's a waste of time.
Mr. Now, you know. Yeah, can you respond to that?
Yeah, James, if you want to be if you want to talk to Tammy directly, we'll drop the StreamYard link. You can talk to her directly. You can say whatever you need to say. She's not afraid to let you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you put I agree. Okay. Yeah, the StreamYard link is right there, everybody, so y'all can see it. There it goes. I'll let Tammy answer number 3, because she didn't answer number 3. She just responded to James. So
no, I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah, I did.
All right, so it's on me. All right, so I mean, I don't really think about that. To be honest with you, I just don't. If I'm friends with somebody, I'm friends. If I'm not, I'm not, and that's kind of already known. I don't. That's not something that's even on my mind. You know what I mean? My thing is I look at people's character. I don't really care about what gender they are. I don't care what they subscribe to, or if they are a gender, or if they want to, define themselves as them or they, or the color blue or whatever they want to define themselves as. I'm cool with it. As long as their character's straight, I'm straight. You know what I mean? And that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? But if the character's off, then we got a problem. We got a big problem if the character ain't right, and that's with anybody. So yeah, that's what I look for. I don't look at the gender. I look at the character. So yeah.
All right, thank you for elaborating on that, Mr. Let me go ahead and jump to the 4th question. Can married people be friends with the opposite sex?
Hell no.
Yes, I feel like I say yes.
You say yes? Okay.
Yes. I say yes. I say yes. I see that's the one person I could be friends with as a married person, and because I don't know, you just don't cross certain boundaries. That's weird. You someone's married, you leave them alone. Unless it's somebody's wife. Unless it's somebody's wife. I don't have boundaries if it's somebody's wife. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna be honest. But if it's somebody's husband, no, you leave people's husbands alone. You don't do that. That's why.
So you're saying a wife can have male friends, but a husband shouldn't have female friends? Am I misunderstanding when you say that?
Sorry, I had the volume turned down because I keep echoing what you said.
So are you saying that wives can have male friends, but husbands shouldn't have female friends? Is that what you're saying, or am I misunderstanding?
No, what I'm saying is, personally for me, gotcha. I can be friends with someone's husband. Like I'll never cross that boundary, that line. Like I'll never somebody's wife. I got self-control, but I don't got that much. So don't come at me, because if she come at me, I might, say okay. That's all I'm gonna say.
Got you. Okay, I misunderstood. I wanted to make sure I misunderstood. Yeah, I don't. Why not? I mean, because at a certain point, it should come down to, do I trust you or not?
True. Right. I feel the same. I mean,
because you can be slipping and sliding and have no female friends. You know what I'm saying? A man can go get his work in. However, he don't need friends to go get his work in. females either. Like most of the time, all you gotta do is hop in your DMs and you could just randomly pick a fool. Like you don't even really need no friends. So if I don't trust you, I don't trust you. So
That's can you hear me?
Okay, so that's a question. Can a woman, is it still wrong if a woman chooses to mess with a married woman knowing that she's married? Is that wrong? That's the question.
What do you mean? You talking about question number 4?
No.
No, it says if a married, you're talking about can married people still be friends with the opposite gender? You're talking about even if the other person still is married too. Like let's say both men and women are married, but they're not married to each other. They can still be friends.
that would probably be ideal. Ideal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm gonna put like this. I'm gonna give you my okay. Okay, so I'm gonna give you my answer real quick, and then I want to pass it to the rest of the group. Okay, married men and women can be friends, but they can't be best friends. A woman's always gonna look at her husband as like the number one. I mean, it should be the same. Traditionally, it should be the same for a married man and his wife, but it's just not going to happen that way. So, I mean, it's like a yes or a no. Yeah, you could still be friends on a cordial type of level, but ultimately, the woman's husband has the final say so. And if he don't like you, then it's a wrap for that friendship. Period. And let me get to. Let's see. Hold on for a minute. Let me see. I'm gonna get to. Let me get to
DJ Eddie King. Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you. Now, number 4, can married people be friends with the opposite sex? Right now, let me tell you something. That this has many levels. There's different levels to this. If you have a friend that you've been friends with for 20, 25 years, and she's married, and you're married, right? Okay. That's different. If you guys have been looking at each other just as brother and sister, that yes, you can still be friends. But if you guys, how can I say this? If you guys, let's just say if you guys were involved, you guys, used to flirt with each other a lot, and you guys had sex in the past and stuff like. See, that's different. That's different. But if you only look at that person as your brother, as your sister, or whatever, and y'all only been friends for like since y'all was kids, that's different. That's a different story. Yes, you can be friends. But if you got a newer person come around, saying, hey, let's hang out. Let's go to hang out. Let's go to the soccer game or something like. No, that right there is a complete no. That's a complete no. I don't. Nah, no way. But let's just say that my woman has a problem with a friend of mine who I grew up with for 20 some years. I'm not gonna cut my friend off because she has a problem with her. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get them together. They're gonna have to talk because I care about you and I care about you too. You listen, I've been knowing for 25 years or whatever. Anytime like in the relationships, some men they reach out to the women like they grew up with in the neighborhood, like, hey man, this girl over here, man, she's doing this and she's doing that. What is wrong with her? What is her problem? Because the women absolutely know the women. So who do you go and ask for advice? For a woman, another woman that you grew up with. Sometimes it's good to have those around because men these days, man, they end up going to the closet and blow their brains out for a woman driving them crazy. Sometimes you need advice. Sometimes men don't have advice. Sometimes women have better advice. But it all depends. There's levels to it. But I'm gonna go ahead and that's my time.
Okay, I'm gonna get to Grizz and then I'm gonna get to the ladies. Okay. So if you guys don't mind, just mute your mics. Because I know Grizz have an echo.
Let Grizz go after the ladies on 3. Let him go after the ladies.
Wait, no, hold on. I said Grizz will go next because the gentleman already went. You went. DJ Eddie went. Grizz will go next. Then Tammy.
Well, no, I didn't answer number 4.
You didn't answer number 4? I thought you did.
No, I never answered number 4. No. Damo answered first. Then Eddie went.
Okay. Well, answer number 4 real quick, and then I gotta get to Grizz.
Okay. No, let Tammy go ahead of me. Let her go ahead.
Okay, now then Grizz, you're next. Hurry up, Grizz.
Number 4, yes. I'm currently going through that now because me and my wife, we currently have we actually had this conversation today. She said that I always have a lot of female friends. I'm like, well, look at the industry that I'm actually in the industry. So I mean, I'm gonna have like people who become personal friends. I'm gonna have people who are clients and such. But I feel like it's a matter of personal choice. If you can know that, like I said before, if you know that boundary, if you know, okay, I have a wife over here, or I have a husband over here. Okay, we're friends, and I feel like the opposite sex should always know like for instance, the female should always know the person that she's talking to and the spouse. Period. Because I feel like whether male or female, you should always talk to the spouse as well. So I feel like that, if that makes sense.
Okay. Thank you for your opinion. All right, I want me quick. All right. You still want to let the ladies go first, Mr. You know?
Yeah, that's how we always flow. I mean,
as the moderator, we got to switch it up though. So
yeah, let's get to it.
When I call somebody, then they have to quickly respond.
Yeah, let's get to it.
All right.
Yes, sir.
So Tammy,
if they ain't got an answer,
hold on. I'm talking. It's not about that. I'm being respectful. I'm letting the women go first.
Yeah, hold up, Mr. You know, and as the moderator, person like who's keeping the flow of things, if I'm asking a person to go first, or I'm asking a certain person, let that person go. Okay, we can talk about it later.
You just asked me to go.
And hold on. We'll talk about that after the show.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What? No. Best in the world. Listen. I mean, Mr. You know. He called you. He didn't call the other women. Even though you're trying to be polite, that's cool. But he called you. To be respectful. Just if he called you, just answer his question. Just I'm like me. I'm just trying to be respectful too.
No. I'm always gonna put the women ahead of me. That's always gonna be the case. I'm not gonna go if the women go first. Okay. So if you call me and the women go first, I'm gonna always let them go first.
Okay, so that's fine with you. But if I'm calling Kris to go first or go next, let Kris go next, okay?
But you called me first.
And you denied, so I'm calling Kris next, okay? So let's not argue with this.
Yeah. Well, listen. Let me just say this. Listen. Look, best in the world. I feel you, man. My hat go out to you. I know what you're trying to do. But I don't. It's not about them going first. It's about showing respect, man. I'm just trying to respect this man's show, even though you feel the way you feel. But I respect M3. I respect the ladies too. But I respect M3 and his show, and then that's just what it is, man. That's just what it is. No disrespect.
Wait, hold on. Thank you guys. Hold on. Watch. I'm gonna highlight you real quick, so then you can shout out your YouTube channel again. No, we gotta do that for you.
I know he has something else to say, man. Let him go, man. Let him go. Go
ahead. Just happened what it is. I go by the name of 100 Watts. I love those that love me. You can see right here in the name below. I need you to go to YouTube, search Finesse Visions, hit that in the search engine, hit that subscribe, tap that bell so you get the notification when videos drop. I have 6 separate shows running on my network right now. So I need you to hit that bell, get those notifications when those videos drop, because I love those that love me. I hope y'all stay beautiful, man. Knowledge and relationships. Much love and respect to everybody here on this panel. Y'all know that I rock with y'all the long way each and every time. Y'all go live. I always make sure I come over here and show love. Y'all always do the same whenever I go live. So I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all stay beautiful. Y'all stay safe. And
respect. I respect you too.
And all the other powerful enlightening stuff.
Yeah, for sure, man. Thank you, man. Watts. Thank you for tuning in.
Did you put out the video yet from last night?
It's up there. I just somebody asked me that too. I don't know why YouTube doing me like that, but it is up there though.
Hello, Queen.
I couldn't watch it. What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, Queen?
How you doing, Queen? Hello, Queen.
I'm all right.
All right.
Let me respond to this real quick, because I don't want to mess with the flow of the show. I want things to continue.
All right. Sure.
So everybody understands. Number one, everybody knows I respect everybody on here. Everybody knows that I work damn near 7 days a week to make sure that this thing rocks. And so does everybody else. I respect everybody's work in this. You know what I'm saying? But I'm never going to compromise my morals or who I am for anything. So the thing is, I'm never going to not let the women go first, just based on morals and respect. I know this is knowledge and relationships. I know who show this is. I know, who the moderator on the show is. You know what I mean? But I also know who I am. And I take what I do seriously as well. And that's no disrespect to anybody. But I'm not going to compromise my morals or standards for anybody. So that's just where it's at. So I was asked to go first. I passed the ball to Tammy. Now, after that, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So with that being said, let's continue to do what we got to do.
You go ahead.
Go ahead, DJ. What you gonna say?
No. Go ahead. Go ahead, MJ. You got the flow. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna say this one more time, right? Just so we get a proper understanding, right, for everybody. You do what you do, Mister. You know, right? If you want to go last and let the ladies go next, before you, I'm okay with it. But if you want to pass and I go to the next person, you have to allow the moderator to do his work. That's all I'm just saying. I get what you're saying. That's for you personally. So yeah, we I get where you're coming from, but I just want everybody to get that understanding. All right?
Yeah, it's not personal.
No, it ain't nothing personal.
Yeah, it's not.
I just want to make it clear for everybody.
Yeah. I'm just saying for everybody. It's not
all
personal.
Right.
It's not personal.
All right. So first, Lady Tammy, you. Oh, sorry. You go next. Dom, you go. Sorry. You're second, and then Queen, since you just jumped in, you'll go last. And the question is, can married people still be friends with the opposite sex?
So I do think they can. There's plenty of married people. Well, okay, let me say it this way. I'm typically friends with the couple. I don't have any guy friends that I'm just friends with him. I am friends with the couple. So for example, M3, I'm friends with you and Mrs. M3. I'm friends with Mr. and his wife. So for me, I'm friends with the couple. I'm not friends with an individual, unless it's the wife. Then I could be friends with the wife. But I'm typically friends with the couple. So I think that if the husband or the wife, if they've been a friend, that it is possible, because they could have somebody they've been friends with for 20 some odd years. So I mean, yeah, it's a possibility, but I will say when you marry, it's not no making new friends. And that's a little bit different. You shouldn't be trying to make no new male or female friends when you married. But that's the thing. It's about respecting your spouse. So don't do anything that your spouse would not be okay with. If your spouse is okay with it, honestly okay with it, then yeah, absolutely it's okay. But if you know that your spouse would not be okay with it, it's something you don't do. And don't put your spouse in a position where they have to decide if they have to be okay with it. So I will say that. But I do think that they can be. I think it's if they've been friends for a very, very long time, then yes. But if they're new, that's a little bit different, because then you have to think about the intent on the person that's coming into that marriage as a friend. What is your intent? Why are you choosing to be friends with this married person? So those are the kind of questions that you kind of have to ask in that case. But if they've been friends for years, I mean, it shouldn't be an issue if they've really been friends. If they've been more than friends and all that kind of stuff, then it's a little bit different. So yeah, so I could say yeah, I would agree with that. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Dom, let me get your answer on that, and thank you, First Lady Tammy.
So besides, my crazy ass self, I think that married people can have friends with the opposite sex. I just think once again it comes down to that attraction factor. No one should be hanging out with anyone, if they're in a relationship, that they have any kind of attraction to, because you could be like, oh yeah, I think he's handsome, but but just stay away from it. It's a slippery slope. But I think as long as there's no attraction and they really like friends, or like mentor, and whatever. So I think that that could happen. Just stay away from people that you're attracted to when you're in a relationship, and I think that anybody could be friends. Um, but I think that married couples is better for them to be friends with people who are either in relationships. And I don't think that people who are not married, their relationship is any less, because some people don't believe in marriage. So their relationship could be just as strong. But I think that when you're in any kind of relationship, it's best to be friends with people, especially if they're going to be the opposite sex, that are also in relationships and healthy relationships at that. Because if they're not in a healthy relationship and they're from the opposite sex, they may be, deterring you and whatever you're going through with your relationship. So I say healthy couples, hang out with healthy couples, and especially if you're going to be the opposite sex, or like be like that mentor, big brother, little sister type of relationship. But any type of attraction that's there, just stay away from it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Well said.
All right, Dom.
All right, let's get to Queen. All right.
I think I agree with what Dom said. I think and for me, I personally feel like if there's a friend, whether I've known them for years and they're opposite sex and they don't want to be cool with my husband, there's no reason for them to be cool with me because we're a united front. So I just think that's weird in itself. So yeah, I just think if you have some attraction towards this person, or the lines can be crossed a little bit, you got to pay attention to that. So yeah, and be honest. I don't think people are just honest. Oh no. You lie yourself out of something until you get in something to really lie about. Just be honest. So yeah.
Yeah. No, okay. Well, I got a question to ask you. Now this is like in general, right? So this is not no personal question, but I hear this like a lot from couples that says like, I can't rock with, let's just say I can't rock with a couple if one of them don't like, my husband or my wife. And I kind of get that because you got to roll like in a unit. I had a falling out with a person who I was friends with a long time, and he just didn't like my wife or whatever. So, I was just like fuck him, But in a certain case, what happens if the spouse was the reason why the fallout begun? Like, let's say like everything was cool, but your spouse got jealous or something, or people felt in a certain type of way, and then they start the stuff. How do you still not rock with the people, or do you feel like, okay, it's our fault, let's try to repair what was damaged?
I mean, you always want to try to go the high road and try to repair stuff, but I wouldn't force. I mean, there's a difference between you can repair it and be cordial and be able to hang out and and be cordial, but you ain't got to be ride or die. You know what I mean? So I think it can change the depthness of your friendship, but I don't if it's not where it's making the other person just like incredibly uncomfortable, then I think you can hang out and have dinner. Or I mean, if there's an event you going and it's like, okay, well, it's just a cool little quick hangout. Okay, cool, whatever. But if it's, it just depends on how it's making the other person feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you can hang out with anybody that you necessarily wouldn't call your BFF. That person can be an associate. You do it at work, you do it at social gatherings. So I think you can be cordial. We're all mature enough to be cordial, but it's just the dynamic and the depthness of our friendship has just changed. So, yeah.
I get you, Queen. Big Bad Boy had he said, I knew a dude that, bleep his wife's female best friend. Hold on, go back to the comment. Hold on. And he's cool with her and with her husband also. Point being, those that are going to F around will just do so. The key is having mutual strong boundaries with the opposite sex. Yeah, yeah, you're definitely right. You gotta have like those strong boundaries. I mean, no matter what.
Yeah, no matter what, because uh, it does have to be certain boundaries, but then it don't have to be too ruthless. Let's just say you have a female friend that you've been knowing for 20 some years or whatever. She used to call you late night and all that type of stuff. You can cancel that and say, hey, look, you can't call me at this time. You got to call me in the afternoon. Afternoon's cool. Late at night, my wife is in bed. She's at home. No, we're not dealing with that. And it has to be ground rules, but sometimes people take it, they do too much. You have a lot of friends out there like female friends who cut their guy friends off, even though they haven't done anything, and they've been friends for like 30 years. They cut them off, because they're married, and that's just it. It's just, and you ask yourself like, man, what is really going on? We've been friends for 30 years, and I look at you as a sister. That's all I've been looking at you as. We never mess around. We never done anything.
Right.
What is the case? Like, why do I have to get cut off? And when you're in a tough situation, you're gonna call me, but they end up cutting the man off. And I feel like I feel like that's wrong. I feel like that's wrong all the way. I'm not cutting none of my female friends off, especially the ones I've been knowing for 20 plus years. That's been giving me advice on women. I'm not going to do that. They was there for me. I want to be there for them. Never looked at them in a sexual type of way. None. If you haven't done that, then there shouldn't be no problem. There should be no problem.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's my take on that.
And you know what, DJ Eddie Kane, I 100% stand by you on that one.
Yes, sir.
Unless if those females, right, cross the line in between you and your relationship with your lady, and they try to sabotage it. And here's the thing, not just with females, with guys friends as well too.
Exactly.
So that goes with anybody that tries to purposely like sabotage, like, my marriage or our relationships or whatever. Those are the people that you cut loose.
Yeah.
If it's the other way around, where it's like, your lady friend or whoever, started a beef, it's our job to fix it.
Yeah.
You can't repair the damage what's been done, but I'm not cutting nobody off.
Right.
Unless they give me a strong reason to.
Also, it depends on a contract. It depends on the contract. If the woman signs the contract and on the contract say, hey, you can't have no more male friends, period. Just me. That is it. You're not allowed to talk to this guy or that guy. I don't care how long you've been on. See, that's a different situation, because they can take that contract. If you go out of that contract, they can take the contract to court. The guy can end up getting everything: the house, the car, the key, everything. Your video game, your clothes that he bought you, everything. Your hair, the wigs that he bought you. He can take that from you too. It's in the contract. So that's That's the difference. That's different. It depends on the contract also. But yeah, that's my take on that.
Yeah.
Tammy, what's going on?
Now we're gonna go to the next topic, right? The old heads need to let it go. Okay. And that was a good one, man. That was good. I'm loving that, right?
Yeah.
Man, that was funny though. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, let's
talk about these old heads, man. Sometimes, man, these old heads, man, they just be like living like this whole fantasy. You know what I mean? They still think they're forever young, trying to be like in their 20s and all that. And it's just like this stuff. Like some of their pickup lines, like, it's outdated. They're old school, But come on, man. Sometimes, man, you just got to let it go. All right. Your time has already passed or whatever. Just sit home and just be a good dad or grandpa or whoever you are. Be a good role model.
Mr. 3.
DJ is getting ready to kill somebody's spirit.
Okay.
I heard that.
All right, people, let me read question number 1. Let's put it back on the screen. Here we go. Yeah. Question number 1. Did the old generation fail the new generation?
Okay.
Let's see. Let's see what you have to something to think about that. Tell me what you think about that. First lady Tammy, how about that?
Oh, and DJ Eddie, you having some
hold on a second. Give me a second.
No problem. We're gonna jump. Actually, we won't get to Queen because Queen did come up last or whatever. Well, she came up recently, so let's let Queen answer this first, and we'll get to Dom. Then we'll go back to First Lady Tammy.
Okay, excuse me, Queen. Do I sound weird on? Is my microphone messing up? Hello,
Give,
hello.
give me a second. I have to step away. I'll be right back.
Okay, no problem. Queen, I'll put you in the backstage, and then when you're ready, just text us and let us know. Okay.
Okay.
No problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
so we got Dom.
Yeah, Dom. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, M3. I was asking
No
like my voice. How do I sound?
Wait. Speak again.
1, 2, 3 ABCs. You know me.
Well, it's a slight static though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No worries, DJ Eddie King, right? Because we got to hurry up and get to Queen Dom real quick. Queen Dom, are you awake?
I'm here.
Okay. So, can you answer number 1 for us? Did the old generation fail the new generation?
I'm gonna need y'all to define what age is the old generation, because technically, to me, y'all are the old generation. Not to be mean.
Wow. Okay. So, the old generation, Dom, right, is I would say people who are in like their late 40s, and up. So maybe 45 and up or 50 and up.
You know what? I would say 45 and up. I say it's not their fault. It's the listen. It is the age between 40 and up. Okay, that is though, because that's old enough to be like my parents. So to me, that's the older generation. So if I have to answer from the way that I feel, so I think that yeah, you did, because the generation before you, they were stronger than you, they were smarter than you, they were out there fighting the people, the clear people. I'm not gonna say what race. They were out there doing sit-ins. My grandma and my grandpa, like, they were fighting for their rights. They had Black Wall Street, all this stuff. And then the generation after that had a lot of very passive aggressive, oh no, let me listen, oh no, let me do crack, oh no, let me. So yeah, thank you, you messed it up. My grandparents' generation was fighting, and now my generation and younger, we're back to fighting for our rights. So yes, I can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you.
Yeah. Welcome back, Atlanta Thrasher. He says the old generation failed us by having us.
Thank you. My grandparents shouldn't have had you. She should have skipped your generation and had me. Yes, my grandmother will agree. She will definitely agree. She should have skipped her generation. The grandparents, they love their grandkids and how like open they are and honest they are, and just like, I am who I am no matter what you say. That's what our grandparents are feeling about us. I wish your mom was like that. That's how they feel.
Okay, Don, well, damn. All right. But hey, you're being honest. All right. So K-Man says we are the oldie goldies to Dom. Well, no, the OGs to Dom. That's right. And then Truth says it takes extreme. Excuse me. It takes extreme discipline that the average male don't have the majority. So don't have the majority cannot. So I don't recommend it. Okay. Yeah, thank you for your comment. Hey, Truth, if you want to hop up in the live chat, and say something, feel free to. Sorry, I just got back. What, really? Shame on you, Atlanta Thrasher. Shame. All right, skip me and have you? Wow.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
I thought no problem.
Yes. What question were we on? We on the same question?
Yeah. We're gonna get to First Lady Tammy, and then we're gonna get to
okay.
DJ Eddie.
Yeah.
All right, First Lady Tammy.
Okay, so it's interesting because I'm 40, so
Damn, Tammy, I didn't know you was 40. Sorry, I thought you was like 38 or something.
Thank you very much. You know, when you work with kids, you tend to look younger than you are. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say. I would say, oh gosh, if I were to look at me, and I feel like that my generation, I feel like we were failed in many ways. But gosh, it's kind of hard just because some people don't know how to deal with certain things. So I'm a whippersnapper. Thank you, Atlanta Thatcher. Some people don't know how to deal with certain things. And so whatever they grew up with, whatever they dealt with, you know, they kind of had to figure things out. And so they're just, a lot of them did the best they could, which wasn't really a lot. So, so even though you had it where you had the older generation that they did, you know, the sit-ins and all that kind of stuff, it's almost like we want to say that they prepared the next generation. But my question would be, if they prepared the next generation, then how would that generation then fail this generation, if that makes sense? So I feel like had that generation that did the sit-ins and all that stuff, I feel like had they fully prepared the next generation, then that one would not have failed the one that came after. So I feel like if there's enough preparation, then you cannot fail. If there's enough preparation and you put in the effort, then you cannot fail. So there is something was lost along the way, whether it was because of that generation, whether because of all different things that came in that weren't there before. There was some type of failure along the way that caused that next generation to fail. So, you know, the sit-ins, all that was great. And, you know, the boycotts and all these different things. We look at these things and we say that, you know, they did all this. How come it didn't have the effect that we needed it to? But that's the thing, is that even in doing that, because you have it where there are some parents that don't prepare their kids because of the fact that they don't want to put that on their kids. They don't want to put their kids through that trauma. So they don't explain everything. They keep some things to themselves because they want to protect their kids. So in protecting your kids, you don't tell your kids everything. You only tell your kids what in your mind you feel they need to know. When in reality, there's a lot more they need to know that you're just not saying. And in not saying all that, you are failing that generation, because then you're not fully preparing them for what they need to do and what they're going to run into. So I feel like, yeah, they did fail because they prepared in some ways, but not in others. And I feel like when I say not in others, it goes back to what I just said, where not everything is spoken about. And this is where trauma comes from. Not everything is spoken about. Not everything is discussed. And so when that happens, you're doing that next generation a disservice. So yeah, I do think they failed because they may have thought that they prepared us, but in reality, you prepared us in some ways, but not in others. So you prepared us in showing us the sit-ins and the boycotts and all these different things. But then it's almost like you did that and it's like, okay, now it's your turn. Okay, it's our turn, but what are we going to do? So I feel like there wasn't enough preparation. And in that, there was failure in that. If everything I said makes sense, then that's great. Hopefully I didn't confuse anybody.
Can I answer Tammy's question really quick?
Well, hold on for just 1 second, Dom, right? Because I did tell DJ Eddie he's next. Unless DJ Eddie, are you willing to
I'm going. You
Okay,
called on me.
you
You
wanna
called
do
me.
break,
So
Dom?
I'm
Dang,
gonna
Eddie.
go. Yeah. No. See, he called on me. So
I gotta be
I'm gonna go ahead.
fair.
Yep. So this is the thing. See, I don't blame the old heads, and the reason why I don't blame the old heads is because yes, they have done a lot of things back in the day. If you could picture what's going on now in the new generation and the old generation, the new generation is more worse. It's worse right now because it's not really about like it's not really about not about money anymore. It's really about clout, you know. And you got these youngsters, they're going out doing a lot of crazy things, getting themselves in trouble, getting themselves killed just to do clout. Now, if you ask the old heads what is clout, they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you what clout is because they don't know. So what they used to do back in the days, they tell these youngsters like, hey, we used to go down here to this bar and we used to swing dancing. All this turf dancing stuff, I don't know what that is, but we used to swing dancing. Now, if I didn't even know what swing dancing was until I saw the movie Malcolm X. I didn't even know. But when you go, they'll tell you these stories, and the reason why they're telling you is that they want you to pick up after them. They used to say, hey, well, we never used to guns and all that stuff. We used to our fists, We used to have fists. We fought one-on-one. We never jumped anybody. We never this and never that. They're telling the story to you because they want to pass it along to you so you can take that story and pass it along to the new generations. Now, the technology, I think that plays a big part in it. I believe that definitely plays a big part of it, especially, there's a lot of scamming going on, and the people that's getting caught is these young teenagers. They're getting caught doing a lot of scam, stealing like millions and millions of dollars. We've heard about it on the news. A guy who stole $1.5 million from in-home care. There we go. Unemployment checks. Mm-hmm. So he was getting all kind of unemployment checks, and he took that money and made a rap song. He made a rap song on that, and next thing you know, hey, he's doing it. Why can't I? And next thing you know, there's this new type of scam going on called PP loan. I never even heard of that, but this is what's going on in the new generations. Even the old heads don't even know. They don't even know what PP loan is unless you tell them. But they don't even know. They don't know what cloud chasing is. They don't know what PP loan. They never heard of it. They're only catching up because of the new generations telling them. Some of them are telling them like, "Hey, look, this is what's going on over here." Now you would assume, as far as the weapons that that's going on, that the police are finding, it's all from the youngsters. It's not from the old heads. They're not even getting these weapons from the old heads. This is all the youngsters. We don't even know where they get these type of weapons from. So I feel that, just to say, the old heads did not fail us. It's the new generation. They failed us, period. Now, for example, First Lady Tammy, she's a wonderful mother. She has a daughter, and she's doing the best that she can. Now, she can sit up and tell us all day long, hey, my daughter is a good daughter. But when she get older, turn 18 years old, she start doing, not saying that she will, but let's just say she start doing crazy things. Tammy's going to be like, well, where did she get that from? I didn't teach you that. The young teenagers, they make their choices and do wrong things. It's not because of the parents. The parents is just doing regular original stuff. Hey, they go to work, they come home, cook food, cook dinner, cook breakfast. They don't even watch TV, really, unless it's news. So I would have to say that old generation did not fail us. It's the new generation. And I'm going to go ahead, and that's my time. Go ahead, Queen. 2K.
Oh, you sound just like a lawyer.
Dang, all that. I could have answered Tammy's question.
Yeah, I'm just trying to pick up the pace.
Yeah.
Queen, 2K, too. I know you got something to say. I know. You got this. I'm gonna be quiet.
I thought Don was going. Don, was you gonna say something?
I just wanted to answer Tammy's question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because Eddie kind of said it, but then he kind of went left. Dang.
What?
Well, DJ was next to Dom, so you had to wait.
Tammy asked if something about the older generation not preparing them, and that's why they failed them and all this stuff. And DJ Eddie kind of almost said what I wanted him to say, but then he went left. It's not that they didn't prepare you. You guys didn't even prepare us, and we got it together. We figured it out. We figured out social media. We figured out all these things. We figured out how to make money on the internet. The generation before you, they figured out all the sit-ins. They figured out how to try to get, as much rights as they got at that time. They figured out how to go from slaves to, navigate this new world of working and building buildings and all this stuff. No one taught them. So that's what I mean by you guys. I took this. I wish I could remember the exact paper, but I was in class, and I was in English class, and we did this paper about the different generations. And the one thing that they said, and I may be being biased because I already read it, but the one thing that they said about the generation in between my grandparents. So basically, sorry to say, I love my mother to death, but my mother's generation. The thing that they said about that generation is that they were the lazy generation. That generation was lazy, and they didn't want to do anything, and they were scared, and that's what it says when it mentions, and it goes from like all the way back from like maybe the generation before my grandparents, or maybe my grandparents' generation, all the way down to Gen Zers. And that is the one generation that they just kind of gave up. And when I think about growing up, and I think about this time and that generation, I think to myself, when I was a young kid, Harlem was more unsafe than it was when I was, in my 20s. You know, like a lot of things, a lot of graffiti and prostitutes and crack and all that stuff, like that was that generation before me. So that's what I remember. And then now it's much better again. You know, Black Wall Street was before them. So I think that middle generation between me and my grandparents, yeah, they say it in the statistics in the paper. I'm not making it up.
It's PP Loan, Miss M3, not long. PP Loan.
Yeah, PP Long. What does the 2P stand for? And then I got to quickly get to Queen, DJ Eddie.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know. You know, I just been hearing that. I know it's a loan to something. You know, it stands for something, but I don't know. I don't have a clue.
Okay. Oh, no worries though. You just gonna have to look it up, K-Marion.
Yeah, we'll look it up.
Shout out to my brother Atlanta Thrasher. Atlanta Thrasher, what's going on, baby?
As always. Hold on, we got okay, Queen, you're next, right? Let me see. Hold on for just a second. Hold on. Did the old generation fail the new generation?
I think every generation has had letdowns and disappointments preparing the next generation. I wouldn't say that any generation failed because of what was going on during that time. And in every generation, something new was added to the equation, like social media, computers, drugs, so it's not so much as, like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, meaning that just because you do what you think you need to do to prepare them doesn't mean that you gave them everything they need, because you may not have everything they needed to prepare them. So I wouldn't say, I think every generation did the best that they could. Now, what you do with what was given to you is up to you. That's like me handing you a G or $1 million saying you ain't never got to work if you just handle your money right. Now, what you do with that money is on you. So if you want to decide to do what you want to do and spend it and splurge and blah, 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 and then you broke, that's not me not preparing you. That's you making your decisions to do what you want to do. So I wouldn't necessarily say that generations failed. I think they did the best that they could. When I listened to my father, when I've heard my grandparents talk, I'm like, wow, you had to go through that. I don't know what I would have been like if I had to go through that. But I wouldn't say that they failed me. I think they had their times, their struggles. And then during my parents' times, my times, the next generation times and struggles, they're different, Like I was a kid, Kids today aren't kids. They're too adultish. They're on social media. They're too exposed to things. The innocence is gone. So I could say that we failed them, but it's the times now. Everybody got a phone. I saw a little girl, I don't know, she looked like she was 7 years old. She was walking down the street to a bus stop, but she was with an older kid, but they both had their face in the phone. You 7 years old, what you doing with a phone? You should be reading a book. You should be playing. You know what I mean? Like, so I could say that her parents failed her, but they are doing what they think is best for her. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
real
not
quick,
gonna put the blame on no generation.
Okay, real quick, Tammy do have to go like in 5 minutes, but I also want Mr. to know if you want to answer question number. Oh gosh, I'm gonna answer the first question. Did the old generation fail the new generation?
Go ahead, let Tammy go. I know she got to go, so go ahead, let her go.
Okay, so Tammy, you go you could answer number 2, and then we could go back to number 1. So Mr. Could answer it. Okay, since I know you have to go soon.
The crack era room about the old generation. I would say the old generation, yes. I'd say the new generation, a new form of crack, I would say is ruining the new generation. So not necessarily crack, but there's a whole lot of other things. When we talk about drugs, that is ruining the new generation. So I'd say crack, the old generation, yes. New generation, things like ecstasy, all these other drugs. And I don't do drugs, so I don't know all the fancy names, and my students know better than talk about them fancy names in my class. But yeah, all those different things. I feel like those have ruined the new generation. But there's intent with bringing those things out. I will say that. So with those things coming out, there's a reason behind it, and there's always a reason why. Even like the crack, when crack was brought to the scene, there was a reason for it. So I think crack the old, and for the new generation, new types of crack. We'll say it that way.
Okay. All right. Thank you, First Lady Tammy. Mr. Let's get back to like the first question real quick about the old heads. And then we're gonna go back to number 2. But oops. Do you feel like the old generation had failed the new generation?
Hold on. Is Tammy, are you leaving right now? Is she leaving right now?
Yeah. It's your answer number 2. We're just going back to number 1 for you.
Let her have the spotlight, then I'm gonna answer number 1, and then we'll go to number 2, and we'll let everybody go.
Okay. Oh yeah, for sure. All right, Dan. All right, Tammy, go ahead and shout your social media.
So apologies, I have to leave early. I need to get stuff for my daughter's class for in the morning. But I had fun as I always do. You guys can find me on Instagram, First Lady Tammy 916. You can find me here on Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays when we do Ladies Night. If you are watching, hit that like. Go ahead and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. If you've been commenting, we definitely appreciate your comments. And I had a good time. I always have a good time. So, peace out, y'all.
All right, see you later, First
All
Lady
right,
Tammy.
First Lady.
Later, Tammy.
Later.
Oh, real quick, I gotta give a shout outs to WT Funk, and I just give a shout outs to Mr. O, Just Living. Thank you guys for the compliments. They said
Mr. O. WT Funk. Hey.
Mr. O, thank you for having me on too. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah. I also left a link for you guys. I'll post it one more time, right? If you guys want to jump in to comment, feel free to do so. All right. So Mr. Have the old generation failed us?
I think that some of them have, especially in my experience. I think some of them have, but blessings to you too, Mr. O. Thanks, bro. I think some of them have, and I think there's a lot of the factors. I think the crack era was definitely one factor, which we'll get into more. I think also it had to do with just a lack of resources. I think because a lot of the programs were taken out of schools, a lot of schools were defunded. Like if you look at like in Detroit, where they took a lot of the factories out of Detroit and they moved them out. Some are there, some are gone, but that really hurt a lot of people in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Motown even hurting them. Just a lot of things that we had, or that our parents had or their grandparents had, they either destroyed, took down, or it ain't there no more. You know what I'm saying? So when you take out the infrastructure away for us to make money and have resources, then you give us, drugs and everything else, and you say, yo, that's the way for us to make money, or you give us hip hop or whatever, and we don't really have that many options. And what you think people are going to do? They're going to do what they got to do to survive. You know what they got to do to eat. So and that's what's taking a lot of my family members away. You know what I mean? Like I could say most of the men in my family have priors. They've been in the system. You know what I'm saying? Like I think I'm probably one of the few that don't have priors. You know what I mean? Who lived a straight life, who don't drink or smoke or do any of that kind of crazy stuff, who don't really do anything kind of crazy like that. So I think based on that, I think based on that, I think my experience and me kind of seeing how those things shape and mold your character and how they can change, how they take away from your character, I always stayed away from that. And then the guys who were older than me, the old ones, they always pulled me out of that. They always told me to concentrate on school, concentrate on working hard, concentrate on, being my best in the, in the work market, and being a career-minded person, being about my career and being about my purpose instead of being out, being in the streets. But a lot of them, were in the streets. A lot of them, they wanted to chase that lifestyle because someone felt that's the only option they had. And then when you make it part of pop culture, you make it a fad, you make it seem like it's cool to live a lifestyle that's based on death and destruction. Oh, that's going to lead to a lot of things happening. So I think some have failed, but I also see that there's some who have done great things. You know what I mean? There's some old heads who have made some great progresses. There's some old heads who have done some wonderful things and have strived. I mean, I don't agree with all his politics, but you know what I'm saying? I look at Barack Obama, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a good example of how we progress. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was the first black president. You know what I mean? Like I said, I don't agree with all his politics or even all of his stances on a lot of different things. I definitely don't. But the thing is that he did set the precedence for what we can do. He did make it seem like we could do more than the average. And that's true. We can do more than the average if we unite and we have a common goal. So yeah, I would say some have, but then there's also, like I said, with the Barack Obama thing, as far as him being the president. I'm not saying his actual politics, but him being the president was actually, a good thing as far as old heads. But then there's also the bad with the crack era and all this stuff. But yeah, that's what I think.
Okay. And you kind of answered like number two as well too when you mentioned about the crack era, because I do feel like that like ruined the older generation because of the whole crack epidemic. And then I
Yeah.
like that you use Obama as an example, even though like my political views of him now these days are a little different, but I will say the professionalism, how he's able to kind of keep himself calm in certain situations, is a form of keeping your family and your country in control. If that makes sense to everybody, you know, a lot of times we do tend to crack under pressure, and then we fall to a certain substance, and then we use these certain substance, then it affects like your families and your households, because now that's taking over your mind and that becomes your priority even over your job. And so I've seen firsthand how just a little bit of rock, what I mean, can destroy like an entire family and a household. Seriously. So yeah, that's my input for like the fall for like number two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me get to, let's see. I'm gonna get to Queen DJ Eddie, right? I'm gonna get to Queen and Dom, and then I'm gonna get to you if you don't mind.
Yeah. I don't
Okay.
mind. Yeah.
Queen, are you here? Because I know Queen is like she's doing other things as well too. So I just want to get tap in with her real quick. Hold on, Queen, are you here? Okay, she might be busy. I'm gonna put Queen in the backstage. Oh, okay. Can you answer number two?
Number two. Let me read it. Did the crack era ruin both in the old generation and new generation?
I think any drugs that was set up to destroy your community, yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think it was planned and it was executed and it took a lot of people out, unfortunately. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for your answer, Queen. Dom, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
All right. What do you think about? Oh, Dom, you did answer number two, but if you don't mind, kind of reiterate.
Oh, well, I didn't really answer number two. I was just saying like that's what they had like going on back then.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
I think that it's a domino effect. So yeah, if and listen, if y'all saying that they set it up, I believe it. Okay, because they always trying to set black people up. So I believe it. I mean, I don't think I was born at the moment of the setup time, but I believe it and I'm running with it. So they set us up, and it's a domino effect, and that's why I'm so mad at that generation. I shouldn't have let y'all why I was set up. So yeah, I think it trickles down. But something about the new drugs, let me just say this, okay? As someone who has raved and done all that, yes, we are doing new stuff like ecstasy and mollies and shrooms and stuff. But here's a little bit of a difference. You never had nobody say, oh, I'm microdosing on crack at work and expanding my mind, and it's part of creativity time, depending on what industry you in. No, because crack is not making you smart. Okay, but a little bit of shrooms, you might draw a whole painting and sell it for $700. You never know. So the drugs that we're doing now, some people are taking it too far, but it's people that take mollies and get through their whole workday. So don't compare the new drugs to crack, okay? Crack and meth and heroin is a whole different ball game than like ecstasy, and shrooms and mollies. And like every time I've been on a molly, people just want to hug me and love me and like peace, love, unity, like, you know, and you just want to listen to music and like jam together at a concert. Nobody's fighting, nobody's arguing. Like, that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Okay, Dom.
And shrooms grow from the ground. So
Molly
Atlanta Thrasher
says
Atlanta Thrasher says that shrooms belong on the pizza.
Yes.
Y'all funny, man. DJ Eddie, right? I know you're next.
Yes, sir. Did the crack era ruin both in the old and new generation? Well, here's the thing. Now you can't. Now, when we're talking about crack, we rarely see that. That's like 1 in a million. Not as far as a new generation. In the new generation, you see a whole bunch of weed. That's all everybody's talking about. Just weed. Now, if you actually really see crack somewhere else, that's only because they don't have enough cannabis club. So, and that's the thing. They don't have enough cannabis club in that area. So, of course, if they are selling crack, that's what you are going to see. If you live in the state, it depends on what state you live in. Now, as far as the cannabis club, as far as weed, I can't say weed destroys a lot of people, because a lot of people smoke weed and they can still go to work from 9 to 5. You know, they're still doing, they're still working 24 hours to get their check. So they know what they're doing. You know, they're just feeling good. You know, weed is different from crack. So I'm not going to sit here to say that crack destroys old and new generations, because we're still here. You know, we have cannabis club. You know, we grow from the trees. Just like shroom. You know, marshmallows. Was it marshmallows? No, not marshmallows. Mushrooms. There we go. There we go. So mushrooms grow just like we grow. So that I can't say that that destroys the community. As far as weed, that didn't destroy the community. That they're still doing their thing. They still can drive. They can still have a good time. They can still read the public newspaper. They know what's going on. Now, as far as the old generation, I would have to say, did it destroy the old generation? No. Because back in the days, back in those times, it was a lot of shakedowns. Like the police over there was a lot worse and a lot deeper than the new generation right now. Now, in the new generation, you have the police that they don't even want to do the work. They don't. It's like it's money to them. They're all about money. They're all about money now. They're like, hey, we can sell you this, and you can go back and sell it to this group up over here. You come back, yada yada, etc. So now, far as back then, this is the time where basically back in the time where Rodney King was getting beat up. Those were the worst of times. They didn't even have cameras, so those were the worst of times when they was selling crack at the time. They was really pushing it. As far as the most dangerous was the police back then. Back then, it was more dangerous than the new generation. The only difference is that we could see what's going on in our community as far as what the police are doing, because they have cameras. But back then, it was worse. So, but as far as the crack, did they destroy the old and new generation? No, absolutely not.
Wow.
Absolutely not. No.
Not okay.
Absolutely not. Because you got people that have been on that, and they've done a lot of classes. They've went to rehabs. They got back. They got themselves together. There's a lot of people that I know that have actually been on crack. But guess what? They only own a business now. They only own business. They used to be that way, but now they're rich. They're doing excellent. They're doing great work, and they smoke weed. They don't smoke crack, but they smoke weed. So they have gone to rehab. There's a lot of people that have gone to rehab. Now, it depends on the drug. I'm not going to say crack cocaine. If you do that, you could get like overdose, because there's a lot of people that shooting needles. Sometimes they put crack inside the needles and put it up their vein, and it becomes an overdose. Now that right there, it depends. It depends. It depends. It's only worse for the people that have passed away, because some they might have overdose. But it's not a lot of them though. It's not a lot of them. Now, as far as the new generation, you don't really hear that. You don't really hear that. I can't even remember the last time I seen a crack ball. I can't even remember. I can tell you I've seen it on TV. I've seen the movies. But the new era of the generation is all about weed. And that's what it's all been about. And now, as far as pills and shrooms, all that, I don't even. It's like you rarely hear that too. But it's all about weed. Once you have they got about 20 to 30 cannabis clubs in the area that I live at. So the crack cocaine, that's out. That's out. Now, by me saying that, no, the answer would be no. that the generation is not destroyed. It has not been destroyed. No, and that is my time.
All righty then. Okay, I enjoy like your fast paced energy, man. Like
Thank you.
man, I thought you. It sounded like you was like rapping for like a little bit, man. I was like, okay. Somebody said like, yo, like DJ Eddie, man, he had like one too many Mountain Dews, man. So
Let it thrasher.
man, you gotta lay off those. He like, man, dude, you gotta lay off those Mountain Dews, dude. You know. All right, you know.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. You know, thank you for showing love, and please get those likes up. If you're new, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell.
Yeah, and then shout out to just a guy who gives a woo. You know, he says congratulations on 600. Keep building. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Salute, my brother.
And Mary Thatcher said 600. That's over 9,000. I know that reference. I know that very well. Thank you, chat and panelists. Let's get the likes up. Oh yeah, definitely. Please, get the likes up if you're just tuning in. So, all right, number 3, right?
Number 3.
So, what values and morals did you like about the old generation, and are those values still followed and needed in today's society? Okay, DJ. Okay, hold on. Let me get to Dom. And I'm gonna get to you. Okay. Yeah. So, Dom.
Hi. So I'm gonna answer, and then I just forgot I gotta leave work in 2 minutes.
No problem.
Okay. So, somebody's knocking on the door. Hold on.
Oh. Okay, no worries. I'll get back to you in a minute. Okay.
Woo.
All right. So that's part of her boss. Like, okay, Dom. Like, I've been watching knowledge and relationships on YouTube, and I see you slacking around, just talking your ass off. All right?
I'm back. Wait, what you said?
Oh, I just said, feel free to answer number 3 now.
Okay. Wait, put number 3 back up. Where'd it go?
Okay. Number 3 is like, what values and morals did you like about the old generation? And are those values still followed and needed in today's society?
Okay, so this is what I love about the, I want to say 50, 55 plus club, about their morals and values, okay? Number 1, when I have kids, I hope they still have street lights, because they will be coming in the house when those street lights come on. That's number 1. Number 2, I love that my grandma was like, don't touch her walls, because now that I have my own place, I never realized how dirty the walls and the little, like, the doorways get, and then you got to clean them. Like, it's ridiculous. Don't touch my walls. My grandma was very much, I think a lot of black grandmas, don't come in, don't put your hands on the walls, she'll make you wash them. I think that another moral or value, I don't know, it's a lot of them I don't like. I don't know. Oh, being respectful to your elders. I think that, like, it doesn't really matter what an elder says to you, just walk away. Like, I think that depending on, because if you're an elder, you got to be like 25 plus years older than me for you to be my elder. So, yeah. But I think that respecting your elders, I think that was a good one. And I would say, no stealing, no lying, no cheating, all that stuff. Like those like rules, like if you lie, you steal, if you steal, you cheat. Those like little sayings you get from back in the days, like, when people show you who they are, believe them. Like, I truly follow that. Like, you don't get a second chance. Like, I love those little like sayings that you get from like your grandparents, those kinds of things. I think marriage, not necessarily signing a paper and being married, but the commitment, of being with someone and staying with someone and not, wavering from that. I think I like that too. Yeah.
Yay!
Heard that. Yeah, definitely. Don't lie, don't cheat, don't steal. Go ahead, DJ.
No. Ifter, you go ahead. We haven't heard you in a minute.
Oh, see? See, I was trying to avoid, man. Okay. Okay, you know what? Yes, there are values that the older generation still has that should still be passed on to many generations. Okay. And that is the work ethic, because the older generation, however, was not lazy. They had many different skills, but however, that's because they had many free opportunities. Although the older generation, you have to understand, they was also oppressed, okay, by their adversaries for far too long, far worse than us. We still kind of have it good in California, but not, not as, but we wasn't going through as much as they was going through. Even though they still had good times and probably the best times that they've been going out, but I feel like older generation could kind of teach us, man, how to really live life, man, as a youth.
Yeah.
How to really take care of your strong families. And this is like crack academic. You know what I mean? Like some of the old sayings, like if they stuck with those traditions, I don't know where we went wrong with them, but if they just stuck with those traditions, I feel like the community, at least our side of the community, will be a lot better.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, our mothers or dads or fathers, they was too busy living a good life. I don't think they was taught money management skills like stocks and like options, like things like that to invest your money. So we wasn't taught how to invest our money. We had to learn things the hard way, by watching other people be successful without even telling us. We had to figure out on our own.
Yeah. And this is another thing, sometimes like the new generation does not listen to the old generation because the new things, the new technologies is going on. It's so fascinating to the new generation. It's so fascinating to them. So they're turning to the old heads like, hey, what can you teach me? Even though like the old school things that the old generation have, it's not really actually built on Google. You can't really find it on Google. For example, it's an old timer that I know. He's teaching me right now how to fix cars.
Yeah,
I can't look up on Google on that. I would have to take some classes, but he is the class. He can teach me, even though if you take classes, they may not teach you everything. So these old heads out here could teach you a whole lot. Just like history, things that you miss. A lot of leaders, besides Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and all the rest of the team, they can tell you other leaders that you don't even know about. So sometimes, like the old generations is good for something. They're good for something. I don't believe that they're lazy. I just think that back then they were a lot stricter because it was worse back then. Especially when it came to the police. Because back in the day they wouldn't even call police. They was called slave owners back in the day. So they had a really tough time. We got it a lot easier because there's technology. We can do a lot of things. We don't even have to go and ask for any questions. We can find it on Google. That's not necessary. You can't really find everything on Google. So sometimes you got to go to the old head. You may want to cut the grass, but you may not know how to do it. You have to go to an old head sometimes because YouTube or anywhere else, they might not show you every single day. They might even show you how to. They're not going to show you how to build a blower or a weed whacker. You got old heads out here that built their own things. They built their own cars. They built their own weed whackers. They built their own TVs. You're not going to find it on YouTube. You're not going to find it on Google. So I really believe that the old heads. No, I don't believe that they're lazy. I think that they're just a lot strict. A lot strict. For example, you have other countries. You got Dagestan. In Dagestan, you can't even shake a woman's hand in Dagestan. You can't even look at another woman in Dagestan. You would get your hand chopped off. That's how. Now they had it like that back then. Except for chopping people's hands off. They was getting beat up, but they didn't chop nobody's hands off back in then. But we like in our generation. But they're just a lot stricter, and they're used to that, and they're trying to pass it down to the kids. Now, since the new technologies came into town, it's like it's kind of hard to get their attention. And then you ask yourself, like, what do we do? How do we get these new generations to get to pay attention to us so we can tell them the things that they don't know? How can you do that? That which is a good question. Wow. You have to ask yourself that.
You hit the nail in the coffin about the technology thing.
And right now, what is that guy named? Harry Glenn, in the chat. Thanks for coming to the show. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell.
Harry Glenn is a bot.
Yeah, that guy right there. Atlanta Thursday. Hey, buddy.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, DJ Eddie King. I gotta get to Mr. Mr. What answer number 3 for us, please? The values and morals of the old generation.
Let me read. What values and morals did you like about the old generation? And are those values still followed and needed in today's society?
Oh man. All right. Mr. You know?
Hold on, I'm here. Sorry about that, y'all.
No problem.
So I think that, hold on. I think that the values and morals are, I think it's different nowadays because one, I think people have more information, you know, and I think you have more access to information. So before you just had a basic library, right? You had one library in the community. You go to that library, sometimes you get your newspaper from there. You get other books, rather, whatever, you need. So you get that. Now in most homes, if they don't have a laptop, they usually have a tablet. If they don't have a tablet, they have a smartphone. And on any one of those devices, if not all, you could look up everything. You know what I mean? Whether it's Google, whether it's Siri, you know what I mean? Whether it's Bing, I'm gonna take it all the way back to Bing because Bing is old, but I'm gonna take it all the way back to Bing. Whatever search engine you're using, Yahoo search engine, that's another old one. I mean, whatever search engine you're using, you can basically find whatever it is that you're looking for. You know what I mean? And then you can find different definitions. You can find different references. You also got Wikipedia. You know what I'm saying? So you got all types of different, references of information. But then once you do the information, sometimes you got to do more information because sometimes the information you got has been, it has been tampered with. So you're not getting the full. Yeah, I know Bing. I get paid to use it. Okay, all right. It got some age to it. You owe to it, man, Thrasher. Takes one to know one, bro. But yeah, with that being said, like everybody has different ways to get information. So I think based on that, because we have more information, we actually are able to research things and find out more. LOL, I am old. No, it's all good, bro. You know what I mean? Old man for life. Because of that, of course, our morals and values change because we know more. You know what I'm saying? The older generation, they just kind of did what the other generation did most of the time. It's like, all right, grandma did that, so we're going to do that. But now it's like, all right, yeah, dad did that or grandma did that, but I researched this on this, and this is what I see. You know what I mean? Back then they couldn't do that. Back then they had to, like the NWO. Oh yeah, NWO baby, Wolfpack. You know what I mean? They had to go based on what the old head was telling them. You know what I mean? They'll pass on these tales or fables or information or whatever. You know what I mean? And that would be what it was. So that's what their values and morals was based on. You know what I mean? Grandma said, when it's lightning, thunder and lightning, turn the TV off. So no cap. In my household, my grandma would turn the TV off when it's thunder and lightning. She would turn the whole TV off, turn the lights off, and you had to be quiet because she said the Lord was doing his work. No cap. You know what I mean? She we got to be quiet because God is doing his work. So with that being said, I know for some people that don't make no sense, but that was something that was passed on from generation to generation. So imagine if she's taking that seriously with just rain and thunder and lightning, imagine the other values that my grandmother would pass on. You know what I mean? Or try to pass on to me. Of course, now if it's thunder and lightning, I'm still going to be on 2K. I'm still going to have all my lights on. You know what I mean? Hell, I may even have some music playing. You know what I mean? I mean, that's just because I know that's not really what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's just something that she felt. You know what I mean? She probably still turns off everything when it's thunder and lightning. You know what I mean? So shout out to grandma for the thunder and lightning fable. But and it was kind of peaceful when we turned everything off. We heard the rain, you kind of got the chills. Sometimes hell, I was taking that. You know what I mean? So
I used to do that too, though.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So y'all know what it is. So at the end of the day, because we have more information, our morals and values are different. I think the old heads got to accept that. You know what I mean? Stop trying to make people follow your morals and values. Like, you know what I mean? Just because I feel like God is something different for me, that's for me. That's not for you. Do what's right for you. You know what I mean? If God is making you feel this way with what you're doing, then go for that. If that's what makes you happy, go for that. If that don't make me happy, then you can't tell me I'm wrong. Just tell me that, you know what I mean? And maybe I am wrong. You know what I'm saying? but come at me with a perspective that's loving and I can actually understand. But if you're coming at me sideways and you telling me I'm going to hell, you telling me ain't nobody trying to hear all that, man. You know what I mean?
Ain't nobody got time for that.
You know what I'm saying? One, our bills are way too high. We paying way more bills than y'all ever paid. You know what I mean? The bills, gasoline, hell, a carton of milk is like damn near $5-6. You go some places, like, you know what I mean? So it's like nobody's trying to hear all that, man. Especially if you're not helping with money and resources, then you can't tell nobody how to live. You know what I mean? Like, either there'll be some old heads that be like, oh, why you not having kids? Or when you having kids, it's like, are you gonna pay for them? If not, then shut up. Like, you can't tell me what I can do and what I can have if you're not willing to pay for it and give me the money and resources in order to make this sustainable. So if the old heads want us to follow their morals and values, start paying for some shit. Bottom line, you know what I mean? You ain't gonna pay that car note, I ain't trying to hear you. You ain't paying that rent, I ain't trying to hear you. You know what I mean? When that phone bill come, that phone bill alone, with these phones now, that phone bill alone could set you back a little bit. You ain't paying that phone bill, that PG&E, you know what I'm saying? That errands bill, I mean, I can keep going. The water bill, if you live in the East Bay, I know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? You gotta pay that East Bay mud. You know what I'm saying? That East Bay mud could get you. Set you back a few hundreds. You know what I'm saying? If you're using your water. You know what I mean? So you not want to pay for none of this stuff, then you can't really tell anybody what to do. Shout out to Blaze Brown. See you in the comments. Peace to you, sister. Definitely peace to you. Thank you for jumping on. And anybody in here, like and subscribe, man. Like and subscribe. Hit that bell. Hit that bell and hit the bell, hit all. Okay? Hit all. If you don't hit all, you ain't gonna get all the videos, you ain't gonna get all the updates, you ain't gonna see all the new streams. We got some fire content coming this weekend. I'm not even gonna tell y'all what it is. You're just gonna see it pop up and it's gonna be fire. Okay. Now, with that being said, if you're not want to pay for anything, don't try to put your morals and values on somebody. Now, you want to pay for something, I will listen to you all day. You tell me you're gonna go half on that rent, shit, you can give me a whole press conference. I listen to all your views. You can tell me how to live. You can tell me where to go. You can tell me all that. I'm listening. But if you ain't putting no money up, you know what I mean? You're not helping buy these groceries. You're not helping do none of that. I can't hear you, man. I can't hear you. You just like the lady on Charlie Brown. Wah, 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 wah. That's all I hear. I can't hear you. I really tune you out, honestly. You know what I mean? So that's my point of view.
Yes.
Okay. Well, definitely well said, you know. Hold on for a second. Let me go down to there's like I said, there's definitely good morals that, like, you know, our people has taught us that we could hold on to and then apply it to like the best that we can for ourselves. And then there's certain myths that we could just expel out, you know. Let me get down to the last question, number 4. Do the old generation need to let it go and stop fantasizing about their glory days? I'll just start first. Yes, they need to just stop. All right. I think I already said this in the beginning. Let it go. Okay. You're old. Your glory days are now over. Hang up your hat, retire. Papa, you're not a Rolling Stone anymore. Okay. So let it go. Mothers, like, look, you lived your lives or whatever, but most of the time, you know, we're talking about most of the men. But look, you know, mothers, you live your lives or whatever. Man, just relax, enjoy the fruits of your labor. You have your kids, your grandkids, whatever. So, yeah, I think just it's time for the older generation to grow up and start being more mature enough to mentor the younger people because they look up to us. You know, right? Oh yeah, but you know, when I get there, just know that there's gonna be people that's gonna be watching me, no matter what. And so I need to set a positive example for my own community. That's all I gotta say for number 4. DJ Eddie, what's your thoughts?
Well, I'm going to say that some of these old timers, they can actually. Can you hear me well? Can you hear me well, everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to say I don't think that they should let it go because there's a lot of things that they know that a lot of things that we don't know. Like, for example, let's see here. I might want to invest like some money into something. They may know all about that, you know, because there's old timers out there that were millionaires. that are now sleeping in tents because they invested in their money. So that's also a good thing because you can ask them like, hey, can you teach me how to do this? How you do that? You know, is it cool for me to invest into this and invest into that? Because sometimes people invested in the wrong things. But these old timers, they know how to do it. They used to be millionaires. They're trying to get back. But that's one thing we a lot of folks need to learn from them, and also like the history, like for example, I was saying earlier, like Black history, a lot of Black history that we don't even know about. A lot of Black history is not even on the internet. You can't find it. You do just like what if you don't know said there's a lot of books that like if you go to the library, there's a lot of books like old books that people haven't even touched for like say over 50 years. The old timer might have that book and say, hey, look, read this. And you may read this book and it may help you become a billionaire. At some point, sometimes you actually do need some of the old heads as far as like lead you to the right direction to know to if you want to be a millionaire, this is how you be a millionaire. Because it's a lot of them that was and they can pass this down to you. Hey, don't go over here, go over here. This, that, and the third, blah, 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 etc. So I'm not going to say to the old heads, let it go, because hopefully this will put some change into one of these new generations. Then one of the new generations might pass it down to the whole new generation. You never know. In a positive way, not in a negative way, in a positive way. So I will have to say, I don't think they should let it go. If it's positivity, then they should let it go. If it's negativity, that's something different. That's my time.
Okay. Real quick, because I know the Atlanta Thrasher has to go, so hopefully he didn't bounce out of this chat yet. Atlanta Thrasher, let me know if you're in here. You could just say, hey, I'm still here. I'll try to make it real quick. Okay. If you are still here, Atlanta Thrasher, I just want to let you know, right? And anybody else know that going forward, because I know we've been changing up on a lot of times. Probably before, like, you came onto the live streams. We started our live streams like at 7:45. Then we went down to like 5:45 or 5:30, and then we moved the time up to like 6 o'clock. Well, we don't want to make cause a conflict like in other streams, and so with that being said, we're going to push our time up to 8 p.m. Pacific time, which will be 10 p.m. in Atlanta time, and it will be 11 p.m. on Eastern time. So starting next week, Knowledge and Relationships will stream at 8 o'clock p.m. only for Mondays and for Thursdays. Other streams will probably go like, the times will vary, probably like 5:30 or whatever. And we still have a special stream that you guys have never seen before. That's going to happen tomorrow at 5 o'clock Pacific time. So hope you're still around, Atlanta Thrasher. If you left, sorry, you'll find out soon. Anyways, Mister, if you know. If you don't mind, answer number 4 for us, please.
Yeah, they need to let go of the fantasizing about the glory years, man. Some of them. You could, it's all good to reflect. I reflect on some things that I used to do sometime as a younger man. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's sometimes I'm not an old head, but yeah, when I was younger as a younger man, yeah, I think about that sometimes. But at the end of the day, with that being said, I think sometimes they just take it too far, man. It's just where it's like they want to compete with the young people and they be like, oh, I still got it. It's like, no, you don't have it anymore. It's gone. Like, hell, as a young person, there's some things that I don't have anymore. And you damn sure ain't got it. So I think when it comes to that, they just need to let some of that stuff go, man. Like, just let it go. Let it be, man. Share the gems. Like, give us the gems, give us the tools, give us the knowledge, give us the wisdom. We need all that. Give us that love and support. Yeah, hook it up. But when it comes to you trying to be competitive and you trying to still be out here, you want to be the old man at the bar and at the club or old woman at the bar and the club, you're going too far, man. Hang it up. You know what I mean? Hang it up. You know what I mean? It's over. You know what I mean? It's all good. Settle down. Maybe get you a pet. You know what I mean? Maybe, find your steady girlfriend or boyfriend. Hopefully you find a husband or wife. Hopefully that's really your goal. But if you don't want to be married, find you somebody that's solid. But being out here trying to still do your thing, or you still think it's 95 or it's 88. Yeah, man, brother, them days is over. Them days is over. Sister, them days is over. Let it go. It's all right. You know what I mean? You're gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? And just enjoy the twilight years that you have. You know what I mean? It's all good. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I think older people, some of them, not all of them, need to learn how to give their love, their wisdom, and their knowledge without being judgmental and without being competitive. You know what I'm saying? Don't start judging people saying, oh, well, in my day, we should do it this way. Nobody wants to hear that, man. Okay, you did that your way, but this is the problems I got now. Can you help me? Yes or no? You know what I mean? You can give me perspective. You can compare. But if you're going to compare, do it in a way where you're trying to be helpful. Don't do it in a way where you're judging me or saying that we're dumb or whatever. Nobody wants to hear that, man. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to hear that they're dumb or whatever. And maybe I am being dumb. You know what I mean? Maybe we are wrong, but it's the way that you come at somebody. You know what I mean? It's the way that you talk to people. You have to correct somebody in a gentle and loving way for them to receive your message. If you do not, if you don't, if you know what I mean? If you don't use honey to get bees, then guess what? You're going to get stung. They're going to sting you and you're going to be feeling bad. You know what I mean? So with that being said, delivering that way, and then also stop trying to compete. Stop trying to think like, oh, you think you fly now, you think you're this and well, I used to be like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? That was that. We don't even wear the same clothes that y'all wear. Like we're not wearing no moccasins and all that all the other stuff y'all was wearing back in the day. We don't wear that, man. We don't know what you're talking about, bro. You know what I mean? We ain't wearing no old school Aqua Velvet cologne. No, we ain't doing all that, man. We ain't doing the real Old Spice cologne, not this new stuff, but that old Spice cologne, that old man cologne. We ain't wearing that. We got some cool water on. We got some. You know what I mean? We got some body spray on, baby. We doing it different. You know what I mean? Like we do it way different. So with that being said, being competitive and being judgmental, those are two things where they gotta let go. So yeah, some of them do need to let it go and stop fantasizing.
All right, keep forgetting I'm on mute. Yes, definitely for sure. Please let it go. All right, with that being said, it was definitely fun streaming. We already past the 2-hour mark. Just to let you guys and ladies know that once again, starting next week, we are going to be on a different time. So Monday and Thursday will be 8 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, 10 o'clock p.m. Central time, and 11 o'clock Eastern time. Oh, and that goes for also from so Mondays and Thursdays. So, every other Fridays we will have a stream that's going on that will be earlier, and we also, you already know we always provide a whole lot of content. Maybe sometimes too much, but we keep rolling and we keep persevering. So, so with that being said, hopefully, we'll have more traction for going forward. I do apologize, if this time is mess up your schedules as well too, and I know you guys want to tune in and support. And we definitely appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for allowing us. Oh, the ladies' night. Ladies' night will still be 5:30 Pacific time, but it's also bi-weekly because we have ladies' night at 5:30 Pacific time, but we also have the brunch time with the Queen Dom and Luann on other Saturdays at 12 p.m. So Kay Marion, she will text it, she will type it in the comments for ladies' night that's come up this week. And then I know we're gonna have our Christmas thing. So I think probably next year or something like that, we will resume. But don't worry, people, right now we're just going through a lot of time changes due to our work schedule and trying to make sure we don't conflict with times with other streamers as well too.
Yep.
And she says you can always catch the replays of all the episodes and send a shout outs in the comments. Thank you very much. So, anyways, with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and then start highlighting folks. So let me go ahead and turn this off. And then, hold on for a second. These banners, man. All right. So let's go ahead and then zoom in on DJ Eddie King.
Yeah. So people, you can find me on YouTube. All you need to put is all you need to do is type DJ Eddie King, DJ Eddie King. You can also find me on Instagram, which is dj.eddie.king. You can find me on there. Also find me on Facebook, which is Eddie F. King. Yes, I said it, Eddie F. King. On Facebook, I am the music creator for knowledge and relationships. Please subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell. That way you get new videos and recent videos and old videos and today's videos. Thank you very much.
All right. Now we're going to zoom in on Mr. If You Know.
Thank you for being a part of the non-relationship experience, y'all. We appreciate you for coming in. Thank you for always coming through. Now, I mean, everybody in the comment section, definitely much love to K. Marion, Blaze Brown, Lana Thrasher. You know what I mean? Gator Girl, we can see you in a minute, Gator Girl. Where you at? You know what I mean? Who else I got up in here? Harry Glenn. I don't know who that is, but yeah, shout out to you as well. Let me see. Just a guy who gives a thank you for jumping in, bro. We keep it. And thank you for the congrats. Mr. O, thank you for the congrats and the love. Much blessings to you and your channel. I know you just hit, I think, like 109, 110 subscribers. You probably got about 115 now, 120. Shout out to Daryl Long, Uncut with Daryl Long. You know what I mean? And hopefully Daryl's, old page is coming back, man. We wish you much blessings, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Truth. You know what I mean? Shout out to Truth is never favorite. Much love to you as well, bro. Big Bad Bull, I see you in the comments as well. James Edwards. And he was having a little debate with Tammy, a little healthy debate. We love that. Thank you for adding that spice to it. Shout out to Access Entertainment. Grizz and Pharaoh is in the building. What's going on, y'all? They dropped their 16th video. Much congrats to them. You know what I mean? And keep pushing, Grizz. Y'all on the road to 20 videos, man. You know what I mean? So a story to tell. Much love. 100 watts for coming through. 100 watts. What's good, baby? Arshawn Dave. Yes, me and Arshawn Dave about to chop it up pretty soon. You know what I mean? Thanks for coming in. Thank you for giving your perspective, giving your thoughts as well. I want to give a shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to JP. Shout out to Conversation with King. Shout out to On the Block with Jen. You know what I mean? Shout out to Vic. Shout out to 100 Watts. I already shouted him out already. Shout out to everybody, man. Chef. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody, man. Everybody's in the YouTube world. Juana. Man, I'm hoping I'm not forgetting anybody. I already said Mr. O and Hef. You know what I mean? So anybody I forgot, I do apologize. Much love to all y'all. Shout out to the Peace Network too. You know what I mean? CJ Cows, High Value Nurse, CKQ, Crystal Bloom and Ebony. You know what I mean? Everybody, man. King Jing, salute. You know what I mean? Ain't seen King Jing in a minute, but King Jing, salute to you as well, bro. Much love to all y'all out there, man. You know what I'm saying? With that, I am the network manager for Nodge Relations. Before I even shout myself out, let me shout out the team. Got to shout out the team first. You know what I mean? Shout out to also Queen Forever 2K21. Thanks for coming through, Queen. We appreciate you. Shout out to the assistant network manager, Damo. Free Damo. You know what I mean? We don't know where you at, Damo, but where you at? You know what I mean? I know she had to clock out, so Damo, we holler at you in a minute. Shout out to First Lady Tammy. Tammy! You know what I mean? Tammy had a Subway do some stuff for her daughter. Much love to you, Tammy. Shout out also to the music coordinator, DJ Eddie King.
Yeah.
DJ Eddie King is going to be dropping some new content for y'all over the weekend as well. Excuse me, y'all. He's also going to be dropping on a new year. Get ready. He's going to do something on a new year very special for y'all, so please be ready. You know what I mean? We're going to drop some really cool stuff for you for the new year. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up. You know what I mean? And yes, the first Saturday in January, it'll be, Lunch with Queen Dom. Queen Dom's coming back. Her and Luann Love. We appreciate both of them. Oh, yeah, shout out to Luann. My bad, Luann. Shout out to you as well. And with that being said, I am the music coordinator for Knowledge and Relationships. Catch me at MR If You Know, You Know, 194. Once again, MR If You Know, You Know, 184. Definitely, please like and subscribe. Hit the bell. Hit that bell, all right? You know what I mean? If you don't hit that bell, you ain't going to know what's going on. You know what I mean? And, yeah, so with that, I'm going to pass it to M3. M3, take it away.
All right. So, yeah, make sure you hit that ring-a-ding-ding. Thank you, everyone. Good night. Have a blessed weekend. See y'all very soon. Right here at Knowledge and Relationships with good vibes. Yes, definitely. Latest night will be this Saturday. Okay, December 18th, 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. And then the Queen Dom show with Luann. And we'll resume back She says, let's see, January 12th at noon. Oh, is it January 12th? Okay. But yes. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in to Knowledge and Relationships on YouTube. Thank you, everyone, for your support. Thank you for helping us to reach above 600 subscribers. Okay. This is definitely a good time to celebrate hard work and dedication and good relationships. Blaze Brown says, what is the channel for Mr. 84? Oh, for Mr.
She's talking about me. I don't have my own channel, Blaze Brown. I don't have my own channel. I only have my own Instagram. You know what I mean? I'm not dropping any content for my own channel until next year. And until then, please, like and subscribe to Knowledge and Relationships. Or you can catch me on Instagram on MR if you know 1984. Once again, Mr. If you know 1984. But I don't have my own channel. That's not until next year. But until then, and even after that, I'm gonna always be on Knowledge and Relationships, be the network manager, do my thing, and catch me here. Also, if you also want to catch more content from us, like and subscribe to DJ Eddie King's YouTube. Okay, he's dropping fire beats for you all the time. So please like and subscribe to this channel as well. Okay, and we're gonna actually start doing some more stuff on DJ Eddie King's YouTube as well.
Yeah.
So that his subscribers can grow, we can get him more traction, and we can get more things going for his channel as well. So yes, so that's where you can catch me, Blaze Brown. Go ahead, M3.
All right, but definitely good question, and also we do have clickable links that could direct you to like our IG accounts. So you just go under the description. So with that being said, make sure that you guys get ready to tune in. Also, remember tomorrow at 5:00 p.m. Right, we will have a special show that's coming up. I'm not even going to tell you the name of the special show. Just know that it's special, okay? So tune in. I'm going to type in Friday. All right. Oops, hold on. Friday, 5 p.m. And I still spell it wrong. But you know what I mean. Friday, 5 p.m. Pacific time. So stay tuned for tomorrow, okay? So no worries. I have DJ Eddie King. Okay, that's what's up.
Thank you, man.
You can
Thank
follow him through like DJ Eddie King as well, but it makes it easier. So with that being said, just make sure you ladies and gentlemen, make sure you guys get your minds right. Okay? Don't come in the live stream and your minds is not right. And then if you do come in the live stream and you leave, make sure that we help you to get your minds right. And with that, I'll say thank you everyone for tuning in, and you have a lovely night. Laters, everyone. Peace.
DJ Eddie King.